this point, my recording is started. Vader may show up or may not. We are starting without him as it is 10 past 7. Meanwhile, on Denalia, it is afternoon, day 47, 49, my bad. Y'all have just hit the city of Rinvera, which you all are familiar with. As you pull up, you'll notice the outer wall. Some of the damage from earlier appears to have been reinforced and patched up and repaired in different ways. Still pretty piecemeal, but it's better than it was before. So, party, y'all enter the city. Typical hustle and bustle of the crowds for afternoon in this city. One thing I have... Oh, no, I'll tell that later. Hasn't become pertinent yet. So, party, where are you headed?
What time of day is it?
Afternoon. Like, I could give you the clock number, but that's out of character knowledge.
Okay, other than getting more supplies, what did we come here for?
I came here to go to the blacksmith.
Orpheus came to go see his temple that he worships. And to get
places I needed to go to.
Okay, so Scorpius, you need to go by the house. Umbra, you needed to go to the blacksmith. And Dorez, where did you need?
What house are you talking of?
The house where you see your grandmother.
I don't worship my grandmother.
Oh. Okay, I'm confused a little.
Out of context thing.
That's your headquarters, not your... Okay. So you need to go to your temple. All right. And Dorez, what did you need to do?
Supplies that you asked me to attain while we were here, and I also need to go get another weapon that is more commonly found.
Why don't you just say what type of weapon?
Any type of weapon, anything that will do.
Okay. And what was the stuff that I've told you to get? Because I don't remember.
You told me to get holy water, and then I think you also told me to get something else, but I do not remember that other thing.
Oof. Okay. All right.
I think it was just holy and unholy water, but I don't know.
All right. Do y'all want to stick together for this, or did y'all want to split up, or what? Because I'm just buying supplies.
We can stick together.
Thank you.
Okay.
So,
So whose business is most urgent? Scorpius?
Yes, I want to go see if I'm cursed.
Okay, then Dungeon Master, we are headed to said temple.
Alright, so Scorpius, you worship this god, but you aren't a cleric of them. Do you know where their temple is? I don't believe we've covered that before, unless... Have I mentioned that to you?
No, but I would believe it would be assumed I would know if it's in the city.
Actually, that's a very good point. Yeah, Scorpius, not only is there a temple to your god... welcome back, Dom.
I died again. Sorry about that.
Not only is there indeed a temple to the god you worship in this city, it is one of the biggest and most grandiose temples here, bigger than any of the other ones nearby. The Temple of Zarbad. Let me see what temple constructions are over here.
Scorpius, what is yours the god of?
Zarbad, god of war.
Ah, okay.
Yes, so it is a large greystone building with oak supports. It looks less like a temple, more like a barracks. There are people training with weapons out front. In this city of fighting, this guy is popular as hell. There's a statue out front of him, humanoid, large. The statue is about 12 feet or so tall, and he's like got this two-handed sword planted into the base of the statue. He's holding with one hand, and yeah, wearing this awesome looking armor. It's exactly what you're picturing, basically. So, what are y'all doing once you get to the temple?
Would y'all come in with me?
I will.
So this kind of does concern us all now at this point.
Okay, I'll allow that much time for
Hey, son.
travel.
Yeah.
Double M.
Yeah. D&D, man. I'm running the thing. I can't stop that and do space engineers with you at the same time.
Who says you can't?
Who says I can? Anyway, so Scorpius, Crormead, who else is heading inside?
And sit on the couch.
Say again?
I'll go in with them.
Okay.
Scorpius, Dorez, Crormead, Umbra, are you going in as well?
Yes.
Don't worry, Jaziel. I'll put in a good word for you.
Crormead, are you thinking of the other god? Death God and War God are two different gods. Regardless,
Hey, my horse is wearing full plate barding and fights, so having a good word with the war god is not a bad thing.
Alright. Borgov states he will wait outside with Jaziel, as he doesn't feel very comfortable in that temple. Alright. Well, you'll be stopped by some guards before you enter, and they will ask your business. These guys are big humanoids.
I'll give him a chest thump salute thing, and I've come to tiff.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I forget. Yeah, you would tiff inside. Okay, they'll escort you inside. The inside of the temple genuinely looks like a barracks at some point. There's
Okay.
weapon walls, like weapon racks on the walls, the smooth gray tiled floor underneath you. It's, yeah. Regardless, they'll direct you to this place with the priest to tiff at.
Okay. I'll approach the priest. My name is Akrormead, and I also speak on behalf of Jaziel the Hell Horse. And I'll dig out 2 platinum pieces and hand to him. Put in a good word for us with your god.
He will accept the plat. He cocked his eyebrow when you mentioned the Hell Horse, but he'll nod and ask if any of the others are tiffing as well.
Scorpius will step forward and will ask if they are a high priest here. I have seemed to brought upon myself because of my foolish action a demon cat that just does not die.
Interesting.
We have
Oh,
killed
it
it
does
4
die.
times.
It
Yes,
dies,
it
but
dies.
it comes
It's
back.
bigger and stronger.
Dorez is BRBing. That's fine. He can go there.
Oh, crap. I got it.
Hold on. Looks like Grills is heading out too. I'm going to call a 30-second break real quick.
I wasn't
Mama
BRB.
must have answered it, but now I've got the remote on my desk, so I'm good.
Eminem, I think you meant Umbra, not Dorez.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so Scorpius, the priest, will ask you to accompany him, you and your companions. He will lead you deeper into the temple. As you head on deeper in, it gets a lot less busy. It still very much looks like a barracks, if you will, but it's less occupied. And he'll lead you towards a central courtyard that's, almost unoccupied, but there's a single man in full plate armor sitting cross-legged on a mat in like a small garden area, if you will. And the priest waits for a second, and the man looks up to him and nods and beckons him over. The priest walks over and whispers to his ear. And the high priest of this faith will stand up and walk on over. The high priest is about 7 feet tall. He is an elf, which is surprising given that height shouldn't be possible for an elf. But he's got the pointed ears, lighter skin tone, jet black hair, blue eyes. He has no visible weapons present at the moment. And he will ask you to explain to him, as he explained to the other priests, exactly what it is that has been troubling you.
A week or so ago, on our way from Bossman's Keep to here, we had ran across the cat, and this is already after being attacked by so much. We assumed it was a distraction or an illusion. I shot a crossbow bolt at the rock next to it. To see if it was an illusion or if, whatever's there would come out and attack. It was neither, but the cat took great offense. We were just going to leave it be, and it decided to attack me. And so I tried to calm it down, didn't work. I snapped its neck and kind of just left it there. And then you would say a day or two ago, wouldn't you, Bossman, after that?
Seems about right.
It came back. And it was sitting on Bossman's keep. Or what would be a keep once it's finished.
You're certain it was the same cat, not just a similar one?
Same cat. Same cat. And again, it attacked me. I killed it. The hell horse outside ate it.
Hell horse.
Bossman's.
His name is Jaziel.
Okay.
And then it came back a few days later, I think. Looks to Bossman.
Something like that, yeah.
And it was much bigger this time. And it's progressively coming back each time, and it's becoming harder and harder to kill, and it's getting bigger. This last time, it was the size of a large dog, or was it bigger?
That sounds about right.
I feel like we should have brought the body.
If you do recover that body, since it's likely to strike again, that would help.
And every time it comes back, a spot where we killed it the last time turns white. And this time, we hit it with everything we had, and it just wouldn't die.
Not everything.
Oh, no.
Snap
Our weapons did nothing. It bounced off of it.
Yes, most disconcerting.
Magical or mundane weaponry?
Magical.
Magical.
That is very disturbing. Wow.
Bossman here had to shoot it with lightning the first time, and it still kept coming.
I see. Well, I can't say I've ever heard of such a creature. This temple, we are, of course, the Order of War. The glorious battle.
Well aware.
As much as it pains me to admit it, we can attempt to assist here, but your efforts might be better spent elsewhere. Someone who deals more with wild animals or undying creatures. Otherwise, we can attempt, but this is not what we do normally.
Well, it's not a natural animal. That much I can attest.
I mean, it was at the first.
I shall ask around with some of the clerics here, and if anything comes back, I will inform you. Do you have a permanent address here in Rinvera, or are you just passing through?
We have a semi-permanent address at the Inn of the Drunken Fighter.
Alright, I will send a lad, and he will ask for all your names, and, I'm assuming you all are giving them over at this time?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not sure if it changes anything or not, but the past 3 times, I have tried to just let it be. But it zeroes in on me.
Zeroes in on you after you killed it the first time? This strikes a chord. I will need to investigate. If you're still here within the hour, I will do some research. And he'll nod to the other priest and say that he can take you all to a waiting chamber while he goes and quickly reads a tome, or y'all can leave at this point. And assuming y'all have no other requests, he will ask the other priest to escort you back.
Yeah, we can wait an hour. We'll send one person out to let... you said Dorez stayed with the wagons?
No, everyone came in.
That was
Borgov.
Oh, Borgov, that's right. All right. Well, then, Dorez, if you don't mind, go let him know we'll be a little while. An hour or so.
Right.
Let him and Jaziel know that it's going to take a little bit. And then we'll wait the hour.
Okay.
Umber would like to actually mention that this might be slightly better suited for Herd Simple as well, seeing as it's been it might be going for you because of what you've done.
A child of vengeance, I take it.
Yeah.
Well met.
Well, Matt,
Well, at this point,
I do not doubt that you guys can handle yourself. I feel like this might be something we can deal with as well. At the very least, something I can help with.
At this point, the High Priest has departed. You all have been escorted to a waiting room and provided some light refreshments if you wish. Pretty standard fare.
Sure.
Step above rations and it's hot, so you all may partake if you wish, and yay.
And then we'll play cards for the remainder of the time.
Alright. Well, after... Okay, let's see. Give me a second to calc time. I'm just going to throw that there to there. Okay, there. So after about a half hour or so of waiting, the High Priest will return, and he has a book with him. Some black tome bound in black leather. And he will sit down at the table with y'all. At this point, I have y'all around a central, circular, like, oval table. Scorpius will sit down next to you and open it up to the illustration of a cat. And you'll notice that the wording in the book is not written in Common. I don't think anyone here knows the language it is written in. It's not Elvish, it's not Orcish, obviously. Not that Orcs have a super good written language. Elvish is its own written language as well. Dorez, no. Coromede, probably not. Scorpius, Umbra, I don't think so, either of you. Oh, Umbra, you've lived around enough time. Maybe you've seen a copy of the... Yeah, no, you're clueless. So, yeah. He'll point to the illustration of a seemingly normal cat and say that he thinks he's identified what y'all are working with here. And he flips over the cage, and in the next page, it's the picture of that cat again, but the cat has grown 3 heads, and judging by the figure next to it, is standing at about 20 feet tall and has like a spiked tail, and yeah. He'll explain that this creature doesn't have a well-known name, but it has been heard of before. It's possibly an immortal creature that occasionally travels to the prime material plane in the guise of a normal cat, and its purpose isn't known. But if a mortal pisses it off, killing it, for example, or just shooting a crossbow at the rocket with sunbathing on, it takes offense and tries to kill them. Then if they kill it, it just comes back stronger, 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 stronger. It's not a curse in the sense that remove curse could take it away, although they could try that. That part isn't well known. Okay, good news, guys. Vader is doing schoolwork. He should be available soon. The temple is willing to try a remove curse if you wish to pay for that service and hope that it will help. Otherwise, yeah, the only known way to get this thing to leave you alone is to kill it 9 times in total. Some call it the Cat of 9 Lives. One notable thing, the temple is actually very fortunate to have gathered this piece of information. This creature becomes immune to whatever killed it last. So you will no longer be able to snap its neck, or you said your sword bounced off of it, so it's possibly immune to slashing damage. That part is a bit iffy, though.
Does it just increasingly get more resistances, or is it after the first time?
Increasingly. You snapped its neck once, you will no longer be able to snap that thing's neck. You stab
So
it
we
with a
can
sword
no
once,
longer-
you can no longer stab it with a sword.
We can no longer do magic damage, is what I'm hearing. Can't do anything like that.
Probably
This is
specific,
not
all
well
magic.
known.
probably specific types of magic.
Almost
Maybe
definitely.
you can't bolt it with lightning, or at least use.
This is going to be really, really stupid. But does it say anything about subduing the creature?
The High Priest chuckles. Well, I'll flip back to the first page and look down a little bit and read. Oh yeah, someone did try and subdue it and got eaten. That's about all our records have on it. Oh, hold up a second, I forgot this part. And he starts reading again. there might be a way to appease it, some type of ritual sacrifice, something of great personal attachment or value. Like the next time it appears, draw a circle of special type of blend here, and he rattles off some recipe for this blend, and place the item within it, and like bow down and prostrate yourself before it, and it will take the item and depart and leave you alone. That's possible, though. I think that's only been attempted once, and I don't think the results were ever recorded.
I'm not going in that circle.
But that's an offering circle. You would be the offering.
I'm not being offered.
No. No. Well then, would you like us to attempt a remove curse and hope that it simply disconnects whatever hold this creature has on you? Welcome, Borgov. You are outside a temple. I'll get to you in a minute on that.
I will kiss the high priest 1K gem and say thank you for your information and your help.
Very well. Good luck, my child. And
I'm gonna need every ounce of luck I can get.
Ignore the cackling man behind the curtain. That's just the DM.
So
Okay.
we killed this cat a total of 4 times, right? 5 maybe? Boss man?
I'm not sure how many times we've killed it. I know
So
I
yes,
killed it last time with magic missiles.
So is magic missile not going to work, or is it just magic in general?
Probably
That's
just
my
magic
question.
missile.
I hope so.
But I don't know what y'all killed it with the last few times.
If it negates magic entirely, that's a huge problem.
I can't say anything, which is a shame because I am
First
splitting
time, I
laughter.
snapped its neck. Second time, I stabbed it with my dagger. Third time, my longsword. This fourth time, your magic missile.
So it's immune to daggers and
Piercing,
Sword.
cutting, magic missile, and having its neck snapped.
You can always try strangulation. That's technically not snapping its neck.
I don't think we're going to be able to get that close to it to do that and hold it that long.
Well, I mean, if Bossman ropes it, I can approach from behind and just strangle it to death.
Maybe, but
We're
I don't
going to
know.
have to be creative.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I got is that we slap a bunch of stone skins on me, wait around for this thing, and I just run and go with it off the cliff.
I mean, technically,
You're not inside.
Yeah, Borgov.
no, I'm
No idea.
thinking.
Yeah,
Well,
but we're
I
in character.
Yeah, right
I
now
think
this is
we're-
a
wait, this-
character rater.
Oh,
Well,
my bad.
I think the temple has answered all of the questions it can. I think we should depart and take care of our other business.
Mm-hmm.
Nod to the high priest, and party will exit.
Okay. Party exiting, small guard escorts, but it's not like, oh no, this is a dangerous person. This is just formality. You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all will exit the temple. Borgov, you got into town. Party wanted to go to a temple. You went there and got a bad feeling, some type of stomach cramp. You didn't want to go inside and shit your pants on that nice looking floor, so you stayed outside. You feel better after a while, and the party walks outside.
All right. We will head to what was our next destination? The armor, because Umbra needs to get her armor. And on the way there, we will fill in Borgov about what they told us inside. And of course, we'll tell Jaziel as well.
Alright. So you go ahead and do that real quick.
Yes,
Leave me in. Or
Mhm.
Dungeon Master.
y'all fill in Vader while I go
Would
steal
it be safe
the
to assume that the armor is near the shopping district, which would be near a cellar of magic dust?
That is entirely
Okay.
accurate assessment. You know what? For posterity, I should put it in off character.
Okay.
Okay. Reference out of character chat for a brief description of the city that's been kind of lacking, and I keep meaning to bring up and keep forgetting. That is not the correct spelling for a couple words there, though, which annoys me.
Why are we looking?
Colosseum. Colosseum. Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that.
Various mainstream temples. More shops. And semi-decent houses, then more shitty houses. Umbra's temple is hidden here, and then the wall.
Yes, thank you. I
Yeah,
award
you
no
got
one
two
any
stuff.
XP. Yeah. Grills, you did say we should try and be a little more descriptive, so that's a better description. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, this isn't perfect. It's not a perfect thing. There isn't a perfect semicircle or circle of shopping things and then temples and blah, blah, blah. This is just
It's
a rough
round.
idea. Realistically, there are like 3 or 4 main shopping areas for different parts of town. One that's really the main one. The others are just more hubs. But yeah.
Okay. So we're headed to the armor for Umbra's armor.
Were you guys gonna fill me in?
Oh, I thought they did that while we
I,
first
I
met.
was about to do that, but you didn't answer when I said your name.
Ice Cream
Oh,
Stone.
sorry.
We found out that the cat comes back after every time we kill it, being immune to the previous thing that killed it.
So you can't kill it the same way twice.
The priest told us that there is a way of maybe getting the cat to forgive the person that angered it, but it has not been recorded on how well that method works.
But do you know how many times it will come back?
9.
4 down, 5 to go.
Yeah!
You still
Yay!
forgot how to kill it 5 different ways now.
You know what? I think this actually was my Gastronomicon moment, thinking up this thing.
Umbra,
Mm-hmm.
is there by chance a way to buy holy or unholy water from your church or your temple?
Yes.
Because I think
Why?
Akorami told me to get some holy water and unholy water to use against the cat to see if that does any effect to it.
Why did you just ask me? If anyone asked that far, I can get some. I need to go there anyways. We're gonna
So let's
stop by
get
there.
your armor first.
Yeah,
Is it undead or demonic?
it's something.
It may or may not work.
Dungeon Master Scorpius is splitting off to find a magic shop.
Okay, Scorpius.
With the blessings of Bossman.
Okay, so Scorpius, let's handle you while the rest of the party goes to the armorer. You'll split off, look around for a bit. There's that alchemist shop from earlier. You want to try that one, or do you want to keep looking for a more magic shop than alchemy?
More magic.
Okay, looking more for a magic shop. You will wander around for a bit more. Are you asking people for directions or just looking?
Asking for directions.
Okay,
Be a man. Don't ask directions.
Listen, asking for directions is for people that don't want to spend 3 hours figuring it out the good way. They'd rather spend 10 minutes just asking. Speaking of which, Scorpius, after about 10 minutes, you will arrive at a magic shop of some kind.
Well, I'm also looking around, keeping an eye out.
Yeah, but that's assumed that, you're passively keeping a thing. Alright, so Scorpius, this guy will tell you about this bookstore. No, it's not the Lost Library. This other guy who does, magical research and shit, he thinks that guy might have some magical dust. If that's your kind of thing.
It is, and I will give him 1 GP as a thank you.
He'll pocket it and thank you and keep going on with his business. Okay, so you headed to that point. It's about a 30-minute walk away. kind of outside of the shopping area. It's more of its own small house that's been converted into a storefront.
I'll quickly go.
Alright, so you're quickly going. Alright, well, give me a second, because I got a 2 on that roll, means that there is an encounter. Let's see, what are the probabilities of vampires at this time of night?
Night. It's
Oh my
day.
god.
I'm joking, my god. It wasn't a vampire, it was worse.
Honestly, I would not be surprised if you were just like, oh yeah, remember that cat? It's there now.
The cat is back in town.
Hey, you remember that cod?
No.
If the cat came up, I would be evading back to my temple.
Okay, that resulted
Like, hey guys, we got a problem.
Hey, you know
Hey!
how you guys wanted that cat? It's here now.
Yeah, Scorpius, you'll pass by some watchmen in a patrol, discussing some guy that broke out of the gale and asking a couple passerbys if anyone saw anything. Are you sticking around to investigate, or are you continuing to speed walk?
I'm a nosy little fuck.
So
I
you're
am a nosy
investigating?
little. Yeah, I'm going to investigate.
Alright, well, you'll wander closer and you will catch out the contents of rumors and gossip I'm about to post that you will, I will read out for you. Copy, paste. Okay, so some prisoner escaped captivity apparently last night. Name unknown, he was apparently selling these fake magic wands that he'd bewitched to make the user believe they were indeed magic. He was arrested after a showdown with the Mistwalker, who was apparently involved in saving the city of demonic forces not long ago. An account from a guard on duty says that the prisoner was given some food before his initial trial and enlarged an apple, then crawled inside it. When the guardsmen investigated, they discovered the apple was an illusion and the prisoner has been missing. Bounty is currently being raised 200 GP alive, 100 GP dead. And they're asking if anyone saw this guy. And Scorpius said, you'll get closer, they'll ask you.
I haven't beat him today, but I bought one of his wands. Bossman was not very happy about it.
Alright. Well, they'll inquire any details about the wand that you recall that might help lead to his arrest, and since I don't believe I provided any for you because there weren't any, you'll... Well, actually, what will you do? You tell me.
I'll just pull out the wand. I have it on me.
Oh, really? Alright. Well, as you know, that thing is useless, right?
Mhm.
Would you be willing to surrender it for evidence? Might help tracking this guy.
As long as I get it back when you're done.
Alright, and he will give you brief directions from your current location to the city office where you can inquire about the state of it, and he will take it, and yeah, he and his group will continue questioning people as they go, and he will thank you, by the way, Scorpius, of course, for contributing to the investigation.
I am a law-abiding citizen. I'm just doing my duty.
Mm-hmm.
You certainly don't kill
Yeah.
beggars that have pissed off the wrong city official one too many times. No, not at all. Anyway,
I would
Scorpius.
never.
They should thank him.
So technically, since I'm the one that took him down, I'm a vigilante now.
You're a hero. You saved the thing from some fucking demons. Alright. Scorpius, you will arrive to your destination thereafter, assuming you're continuing to your destination thereafter.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's a bookstore. Cromie, you actually visited this one well before you met these guys, and I've forgotten the name of it, so consistency breaking. Yay. I don't know if I ever actually gave it a name. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Let me check my old original character sheet because I wrote shit down.
I just had an idea. Ooh, I like it.
Nope, never wrote it down.
Red here in the back door. In blue walnut, green chestnut,
Nope, you're in Cortoplia. Too far back.
Bilfar,
Too far
Dragon
back, man.
Dragon, the Drunken Strider,
Well,
Tug.
you'll arrive at the bookstore whose name I cannot recall at the top of my thing, and
The
you'll be
nails
welcomed
against the
inside.
bell.
Regardless, there is a bell contraption that rings when you walk in, and this older-looking guy with grayish hair, looks up from behind the counter, and smiles and welcomes you to the store and asks how he can help you.
I'm looking for beginner books to magic.
Oh, a primer for magic. Oh, excellent. I actually have one in stock. Let me see if I can find it.
And
Tell us.
magic dust, if you have it.
Magic dust. Of course. Always keep a supply of that stuff. Give me a moment, and he'll shuffle around the place for a bit before pulling out a book that you can see, pretty standard looking thing. It's called the Beginner's Primer for Magic Use. And
How
yeah,
much?
give me a second to determine. He will offer
And
it
I'm
for 200 gold pieces.
and I'm assuming the magic ink is standard price.
So, okay, now, how much dust do you want to buy in value of gold pieces, considering that one gold piece equals one spell? And he'll advertise it as such, essentially.
You said that it gets 1,000 spells out of the dust.
No. If you powder one of the 1,000 gold piece gems, you get 1,000 spells of the dust, essentially. One gold piece per spell. That's in our DMs. I was very specific about that. Here, let me go shopping list. Price list, there it is. Okay. Beginner.
So what you're saying is I'd have to spend 1,000 gems or 1,000 gold pieces for 1,000 spells.
Yes, 1,000 gold pieces for 1,000 spells.
Okay, that's fine. But I was asking about the magical ink to write down spells.
Oh, the magical ink to write down spells? That's just high quality ink. Let me check shops.
Yes, I'm asking, is that still the standard prices?
Yeah, that's still standard. My bad, Aiden. I misunderstood you.
Yeah.
Your lavish
Yeah.
vial is 30 gold pieces.
Alright.
Likewise, common or finest quills, papyrus, paper, so on and so forth.
Alright, so you can go to them because it's going to take me a bit to do the math here.
Okay.
If
Party,
you want.
y'all will arrive at the Armorer after encountering a demon cat. No, I'm just kidding. What are y'all doing?
I'm getting my armor.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Umbra, I forget. Did you pay half up front now, half up front later, or did you pay full boat?
I believe I've already paid.
You paid full boat before we left.
Okay.
Hey,
While
that
we're
reminds
here,
me as well. Go ahead,
Well-
girls.
while we're here, Borgov, Dorez, do either of you need to upgrade your armor?
Well, certainly I can be upgraded from chain.
Hold on real quick
But I
while
do not
I
have
check the
personal
shops,
or
because
funding for that.
All right. Check with the armorer. Does he have better armor that will fit the dwarf?
Dwarf-sized armoring? Give me just a second. What quality were you thinking of?
It depends on what he's got. I'm thinking probably though plate.
Plate mail or full plate?
Plate.
Alright, just plate? Yeah, we got that. Tons
Okay.
of people of all shapes and sizes come through here looking for the fights.
Okay. Now, what about Dorez? What's he wearing for armor?
I am right now wearing leather, but I am right now looking at the prices to see if there are any armors that would let me do my expertise without dealing with the
No.
clunkiness of the
No, we
other
can already
armors.
Yeah,
tell you
leather.
no. Leather is just it. Any
Well,
heavier leather and it's not going to
Elfin
work.
Because
chain.
I'm seeing studded. I don't know
Oh,
if that would
Yes,
change it or not.
that's going to change.
Studded is reinforced and has metal, and yeah. So basic
Yeah.
armor, no.
Okay.
Now, there is Elfin chain, but that shit gets bought up instantly, basically.
Yeah, I was about to
Nor do I think I have the funds to buy that.
if he had a
I
suit
have
of
100 gold
I
pieces.
want to know.
Mm-hmm. But regardless, yeah. There's like the
Then
one
yeah,
place you
never
can
mind.
actually reliably try and get a suit of that is Corngard, but again, the guard there buys it up if it comes up. They have a deal with the
Then-
suppliers.
Never mind. I'll be good for now.
Give me a second to do the
Every
math there,
other
Aiden.
Yeah, no
every
problem.
other piece of armor would make my expertise a little less
Fine.
potent
Oh, yeah.
than with my armor on.
You're looking not for heavier armor, but magical armor. Okay, so a
Okay.
single
Which
sheet
I
of
will not be
vellum
able to buy
is
right
5,
now.
so 500
Okay.
then to bind it.
Does Borgov have a shield?
No.
No? Do you want a shield?
Would I have? Sorry. Would I have to give up any of my weapon space to carry it?
Probably.
Well, Borgov, you use that two-handed deal there, so unless you get really strong and can wield it one-handedly, yeah.
Okay,
You
never
could
mind.
wear a
I mean, technically,
buckler on
Borgoth
your
is really strong.
Well, do you
Really
want to try
strong, but
it?
it's still a two-handed weapon.
You could wear a buckler on your arm if you want to. That might work.
All right, so standard price for the plate mail dungeon master.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a brain fart here. There it is, 400 gold. That's what I thought. Okay, so we'll take a suit of the plate mail to fit the dwarf, and I'll need 3 wall shields.
Wall shield. Okay, tower shield should be in there if it ain't. It might
Okay,
not
I
be in there.
wasn't looking there, but let's see. I've got a 500 gold piece gem that should cover it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tower shield wood is 5 gold pieces, metal is 30. Do the math, and you get back change in
Okay.
the denominations you wish, unless you wish for it to be in copper, in which case the guy will tell you
Tower
to go fuck
shield,
yourself.
tower shield metal for 30. 3 of those is 90, plus the 400 for the plate mail is 490. So I'll get 10 gold pieces back. I'll pay the man, and Borgov, put on your new armor. You can pay me back.
Of course.
Okay. So Umbra, you will get back, of course, the armor that you paid to have repaired. It looks pretty good. Like, if you look close, you can see, oh yeah, there is the line over there where they had to kind of, not weld, but repair the metal. It's not perfect. But functionally, it is identical to a brand new suit of full plate.
Hey, Dungeon Master, are there changing rooms for armor?
Yeah, there's a horse pen out back that they shit in. That's about as much privacy as you get.
It's not like you are naked underneath.
I don't mind them.
Unless you
Dwarves
are.
are prudes. Everyone knows it.
We'll just set the 3 tower shields up as a changing room.
Well done. That was good.
Okay. After he gets changed, the tower shields are going into the back of the wagon,
Okay.
as is, I assume, his spare armor that he came in. All right.
Borgov, you might want to hold on to that chain, just a thought.
Umber will just slip into her full plate.
And yes, just like how the elves are, how the dwarves are prudes, everyone knows that the elves are a bunch of sex freaks.
Damn straight.
Damn straight.
Okay. All right. Now, does anyone else need to do any shopping other than me?
I need to head to get some holy water unless Umbra said that she could get some, and then I
Umbra
need to
probably
go-
could get better price on one type or the other.
And then
It
I
might be
need
better
to
if
go
I do
to
it
the
anyways.
blacksmith.
And what about a blacksmith?
I need to get another weapon to try and train in
Ah,
the...
okay. All right. So, Dungeon Master, we will. We're in the shopping district at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll look for blacksmith or whatever for Dorez, and after that, then we will go to Umbra's temple and wherever else we need to go for the other type of holy, unholy water. And yeah, so I'm going to be keeping a close eye out while they do that shopping, and then I can finish up shopping after they have everything they need. Anyhow,
Okay.
I'm going to sneak off for a couple of drags again. Be right back.
Alright, so let's tackle this. Dorez, you're right next to a blacksmith. So you and the group will go in. Scorpius is still off on his little thing. So you will have the
Alright.
presentation of literally every type of armament in Shops List. Just, it's there.
Alright.
This is the city
Got it.
where the people once a year gather around in that coliseum and beat each other to death, basically. Only not completely. People love to come here and buy weapons.
Am I really gonna have to buy that many
Boy.
quills just to make that a solid 10? Oh, that's gonna be stupid.
Don't buy it and get
Um,
change. Or just tell them to keep
hold
the
on real
change.
quick.
No, because my total so far is 3,971 gold.
Oof.
And I don't like that end number.
Just, I don't know. Good luck.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back. So yeah, as I was saying, every single one of the arms in Shops List is there. Every single one of them.
Every single one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna grab a bastard sword and some more arrows because I'm running low on those.
I have brilliant.
Standard prices, I am assuming, unless because of how low my charisma is, it's jacked.
That's fine. Double M.
Eminem. Is it standard prices?
Standard prices as of now. Yes, Umbra.
Okay.
When we were talking about the cat, did they mention it was of a negative plane or an evil plane?
They're
Or
not
what
sure.
did they not?
It's believed it's not of
Okay.
this world. It is indeed extraplanar. Probably evil.
Yeah.
So one of the negative planes, possibly, but it's hard to say.
What is?
The cat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, consider
Like
that thing
nothing.
probably didn't come
Okay.
from the happy hunting grounds.
Yeah. Just thinking about stuff.
Doras, you went robots.
Which being
Borgov, are you buying anything of note?
I was considering getting a mount.
Welcome back.
1 2 1 2. Is it okay?
Better.
Okay. I bought a bastard sword and a dozen arrows, normal arrows, and that will conclude my shopping at the blacksmith.
Okay. So Aiden, at this point, I'll assume you're placing that order. Tell me otherwise.
I've already paid for the order, so yes.
Yeah. So now you're placing the order and paying for it, and it will be ready in that amount of time. So Scorp gets items in 3 weeks. Weeks are that. That is... What day is it now? 49, 59 plus that becomes that. Okay.
Okay. A character sheet.
Hey, do they have dwarf-sized horses? Or
No.
not dwarf-sized
Ponies.
horses, but horses that are
Yes,
small
it's,
enough for dwarves to ride.
You mean
It's
an
called a
ass?
pony.
This one guy is selling a goat.
Huh.
A large
Something
goat.
tells
No,
me
that-
it wouldn't be able to.
No, that would be too heavy for the goat, the poor little goat. To
Yeah, I
handle.
know. I'm
I
being.
doubt
Is she
it's
one
a-
of those, what are they called?
Although, funny enough,
I know it's
Borgov,
something.
there are tales of mountain dwarves that ride around on these massive goats that are like the size of ponies, and
War
wield
goats.
these. Yeah, and they wield these giant hammers with big horned helmets and run around screaming at the top of their lungs. Sounds like good fun. Drunk off their asses the whole time.
And the one
What
thing I
is
forgot
that?
to buy is the damn primer book because you never told me a price.
Didn't I? I thought I said 200.
No.
200 gold. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All right,
right.
well
I
then
did.
I need to add another 200.
Alright.
Is,
You can
what
have
are
that
those
one
things
right away if
called?
you'd like it.
Yeah, I mean,
What
he
are those
said he
things
had
called
it.
that that
Mhm.
eat
That's it.
meat and stuff?
Well, sometimes the bookstore will get a book and they want to make copies of it. Copies haven't been made yet, so like they have the original and they are very unwilling to part with it normally. So if you wait some time, they'll make a copy and sell it cheaper.
I will pay him with a 1K gem because I don't have any. Wait, hold up. Let me see. Yeah, no, I don't. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pay him with a 1K gem and get like.
He'll give you 8 100 GP gems back as change. Because the
Thank you.
DM feels pity for you and isn't going to give you a 500 and 3 100s.
Alright, thank you. And now it will go away.
Okay, so Scorpius, you're going to go away and start heading back. I'll roll for your encounters. Kromid, Doras, and Borgov, we're looking at arms and armament. At this point, you all are done. Scorpius isn't back yet. What are you all doing?
Okay, so allotting for enough room in the wagon for everyone who's been riding in the wagon, because I don't remember if Scorpius was on his own horse, wasn't he?
No, I don't have a horse.
Oh, okay,
I have my wagon
Me and him are on wagon.
okay.
with Boris, who's in the back.
So
Borgov would like to have his own mount.
Okay.
Then buy it.
So everyone except me rides on the wagon, correct, Dungeon Master?
Yeah, I believe so at this point. Unless you all
Okay.
are walking.
Then allotting space for the 4 of them. Of course, 2 are on the buckboard. And the stuff that's already in the back, fill the frickin' wagon with supplies.
Okay. Throw around
Like
however money to buy those supplies you wish, and we're not going to
Well-
go into the minutia this time.
Yeah, let's not go into the minutia of that. Just give me a price, because I'm stocking the up for food for the keep, and 1 or 2 miscellaneous items that may have occurred to me or
I
my
mean-
character. But
Do you just want to throw down the money you think, and I'll give you back change if I'm like, okay, that's too much? Or do you want me to actually try and quickly grind out some number?
no, don't grind out some numbers. Just but I'll
400.
pay with. Okay, then I'm paying with a 500 gold piece gem.
Alright. 100 gold piece gem back to you.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah, because Dungeon Master, if we keep grinding the minutia and trying to do an accurate accounting of it every time the party eats a meal at my keep, we're just going to be ground down in that shit. So
We're going to have numbers and spreadsheets filled with how much food y'all
Right.
have.
So as long as I'm occasionally paying a good hefty chunk to cover our supplies, then we should be in good shape, right?
Yep, should be more or less good all out. Okay,
Okay.
so Ekrormi, Doris, Borgov, at this point, y'all get, the different foodstuffs and what have you. Scorpius, do you notice them? Because you actually will walk by where they are at this point. You should notice them. It's fucking Jazeel. Yeah, you notice them.
Yeah.
Then I will put my purchases on, like, it should be, like, right behind the buckboard.
I mean, you
Because
purchased the book. Out there, everything else was in order, remember?
I mean, he doesn't have any of that stuff. The only thing I ordered was the 2 books to be made.
Never mind then, you're right. So, okay, everything but the books is with you. That's a good point. My bad,
Okay.
I'm tired.
It's alright.
Alright. So we still have to get the holy, unholy water? Or is that done?
That still needs to be done.
Okay. So Dungeon Master, make sure that those tower shields are readily accessible. And we will scoop up Scorpius and go get the holy, unholy water. So I assume we're going to Umbra's temple.
Okay. Alright, well, you'll pass by some city guard inquiring about that prisoner that escaped before. I rolled the same encounter twice, god damn it.
Okay. And
At
they
this
tell
point, everyone is aware of the thing. They don't stop y'all, though. They're questioning people on the side, but y'all pick out enough.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you'd like to be stop and question or provide information. But you're on a wagon, moving, you have a hell horse, they're not stopping you.
Okay.
Dom, that is correct. At that point, it functions as a longsword. Okay. At this point, let's see. Y'all are heading to Umbra's temple.
Yep.
Okay, time passes. It's getting pretty close to night. You all spent some time shopping. You're towards the outskirts of town, that abandoned looking, but, inconspicuous house. And that is Umbra's temple. Who's going
Nope.
on?
I imagine just Umbra.
Well, you want the stuff, so you're coming with me.
Oh, okay. Well, then the rest of y'all keep an eye on the wagon and our supplies. I'll go in with Umbra.
Okay, Coromede Umbra, you will enter. The female priestess from earlier is there. The male is missing at this time, and the high priest is not there. He's too busy in his high chair. Anyways,
I will greet them.
Vader, I will
The-
touch base with you on that in a minute. But try and figure that one out for yourself if you can. Consider that you are a dwarf. You are short. So, Umbra, you greeting them. They'll, respond in kind and ask what services you require of the faith.
My friend here would like to buy some unholy and holy water.
We seem to be having no trouble with a beast that may be of extraplanar origins, and we're not sure if these substances will harm it or not. So we'd like to secure, say, depending on the price, 5 vials of each.
Alright, give me a second of holy, because there is a section of creation of holy and unholy water that I'm referencing now. So 5 vials or so of each. So let's see. That much there, that much there. Okay, 5 vials of unholy water. We have a couple prepared at all times in case the temple is under attack. Would be 400 gold pieces. The thing is, we don't create or sell or do business with the holy stuff. That's
Right.
not something we
I
do.
see.
You'd have to go someplace else if you absolutely needed to use it. Personally, don't see a need for the damn thing.
Yes, I don't think this creature is of a holy nature. That is a bit steep.
Well, you know what, since it is Umbra, we'll knock it down to 300 since, she's been very good.
In that case, it's still more than I intended to spend, but you have a deal. And I will produce a 1,000 gold piece gem, Dungeon Master.
Alright. You get the exchange back and the rates you want. They have the gems for it. I'm assuming 500 and 2 200s, and 1 200 or 2 100s, my god.
Okay.
And yeah, 5 vials of unholy water. Be careful of that shit. You spill that on your hand, and your hand is covered in unholy water, and fun things happen.
All right. And I will
Umber
thank
will
them for...
also say to Coromade.
Hmm?
Umber will say to Coromade, do you want to bring up what we're dealing with, by the way, to them? They
Sure.
might know a bit more.
So yeah, Dungeon Master will describe it and what the high priest at the Temple of Zarbad told us about it.
Well, the priestess will actually kind of eyes widen with shock a bit and describe it and be like, Umbra, I thought you knew about this. We warned you.
It must have slipped my mind.
Something is
remember.
out on a quest of vengeance against one of your friends. We were
Oh, that
not
was
able to
that,
be more
wasn't it?
specific. Yes.
That was that. God.
This is unfortunate. Still, it's not as intelligent. You would need to possibly pray to the goddess for guidance here, but she might not like if you interfere here.
I figured as much. I was hoping that this wasn't the thing, though.
Well, now that you have described it, it is plain as day in my mind.
Yeah.
Would you like to attempt to pray to the goddess here in the temple and seek guidance?
Yes, please. If you're okay with that. If
There's
you're
a side chamber over
Coromade,
there.
if you're fine with waiting a while, you want to tell them?
Yes, I'll go inform the others. How long do you think you may be?
And
An
I'll
hour?
look to the priest and say, maybe an hour?
That would depend on
Sure.
how long you intend to pray for.
Give it a little. It might be a little while. Maybe an hour or more.
Dungeon Master, how much time do I think before nightfall?
Oh, like 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. All right. We'll wait
If
for you
you'd
an hour.
If you'd want, I can meet you guys back at the Drunken Fighter.
Well, if you don't resolve this issue very quickly, then you might best stay the night. At least you're welcome in your own temple, I would assume.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I've done this. I've slept here a few times.
So in that case, we shall return to the inn,
Alright.
because somehow I doubt your deity will stop and take care of you in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
See you at breakfast then.
See
And
you at breakfast.
I will go outside, brief the party on what I just heard, stash the 5 vials, and all right, companions, mount up. Let's go back, get some dinner, and Umbra will catch up with us at breakfast.
Okay, party people, at this point, y'all are headed back.
Correct.
Okay, in that case, we'll
That
go
would
down.
be correct.
Y'all hit the drunken fighter without encounter that you are aware of. Umbra, you go to the side chamber and start praying. After some time, you will get the response I have typed up. I'll message you when it becomes pertinent. After that point, though, Umbra, I'm assuming, okay, you get your response, maybe you ask further questions if you can. Once all that is concluded, you'll eat a meal that the temple provides and go to sleep in a bed the temple provides. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure she's done this before, you know,
Mhm.
type of thing.
Okay.
Scorpius would inform Bossman up that he needs to return in 3 weeks here.
I need to what?
Scorpius will inform Bossman he needs to return within 3 weeks.
Oh, okay, very well. All right, Dungeon Master, once we get back to the inn, we will have Jazeel and the animals and the wagon stabled, taken care of in their appropriate forms. Nothing new or surprising to the staff at the
Yep.
Drunken Fighter anymore.
Well, that kid
And-
is still shaking when he gets Jazeel a pig to eat. You're never gonna get used to that.
And of course, Jazeel, first thing in the morning, as usual.
Yeah, he'll nod. Okay,
And-
it is nighttime, so party, you all will get your food and drink.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyone doing anything special before bed?
Spells.
Spells. Okay, Acromate, I'm assuming that once you're done eating and such, you'll go up to your room. Standard precautions and spells.
Correct.
Scorpio will eat and just go to.
Let's see. Okay. Gonna
Good
take.
question. Why did we get Borgolf a room when the room Grills is in is a 3-person room?
Because I'm the boss.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'm also paying for the room.
Hey, look, you're all staying rent free at my keep.
I've nearly died 3 times at your keep.
Almost.
I lost a leg at the
I'm-
keep.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
deaths and wound maimings are free of charge.
I'm quoting that. You can't stop me.
All right, so 3 minutes and then another 18. Ooh. Ooh. Nope, don't need that. That won't work. Okay, so yeah, for a total of 21 minutes.
$21, okay. So y'all are in the thing eating. Pretty full thing. You've got more or less, not packed house, but of every 6 seats, 5 of them are filled, and conversation's good. Meat flows like water. It's a fun night out. The desert obviously gets cooler at night, and the chill starts to creep in after a bit, and you all finish your food and drinks and go to your various rooms. You all have no encounters that you are aware of. Okay. At this point, Acromid, you are studying for yourselves. Scorpius, you are going to bed. Doras, you're doing what's it called? Excuse me, brain. And Borgov, what are you doing?
Can I interrupt you and double?
Probably after getting a drink, he just bed down.
Shirley, that was her that called me. And I said, when Jimmy died, because we were talking
Okay.
about price of Christmas cards. And I said, well, when Jimmy died, I know. And then Shirley goes, when did Jimmy die? They didn't even know Jimmy had died.
Oh. Okay.
And I said,
I
yeah.
don't like that encounter. I'm going to do a different one.
Okay, Mama.
What's that translate
Yeah, Shirley said she would tell you that the last time she got you on the phone, she was kidding with you about the money.
Oh. Whatever.
I said, oh, I'm sure he knew you were kidding. I have no idea what she told you.
Yeah.
I don't think she knows either.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I am back. Sorry for the interruption. Mama needed to talk to me.
Okay.
What I missed?
At this point, I was just checking for some encounters. Yeah, some city watch people go inside and get their food as you all are packing up and going up. Doing anything special?
After I've got the spells memorized, nah.
Alright.
Sleep time.
Yeah, so going to sleep. Borgov, unless you say otherwise, I'm assuming you went up to bed, went to sleep. I think you did say, I apologize. We also never touched base about your horse, so give me a minute just to quickly get time moving here. Okay, that will put it at 1 a.m. Okay, so Borgov, what kind of horse can you use? Let's take a look at shops.
Come on down to Mad Max's used horse
I
lot.
mean, he can use just a normal horse.
He just needs a step ladder to get up there.
Yeah,
I mean,
basically.
he can pull himself up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you wanted to purchase a normal
That's
horse, or even one
inconvenient.
that's just a little bit shorter than usual, fine. Standard pricing. Likewise, make sure you purchase your tack and harnessing shit for it. And yeah.
Just save your money up and get a war elephant.
Mm-hmm. Get a
And
nightmare.
if you think he'd still have to get a step ladder. Actually, I'm pretty sure he could fashion a rope ladder thing to
rope ladder.
use.
Mm-hmm.
Get that
No.
boot up on top with the rope ladder that you pull up behind yourself. Yeah.
Well, I meant a makeshift one for the horse so he can actually be able to get up on it.
Oh, what is that result?
Well, technically, he'd probably need a counterweight. It's his own weight doesn't pull. Oh, wait, no, horses are pretty.
Yeah, horses
stable.
are heavy. And the saddle will be locked into place.
You know, I was kind of joking. Do I feel like that? Let me do a dice roll. Okay, never mind then.
What's bit and brittle?
The thing for the mouth, I believe? I don't know.
Yep, and the head harness.
Okay,
It's pretty much what you use to steer the horse.
3, 4, 5. Huh. Alright, party. The night will pass without encounter that you are aware of, and light will shine upon day 50 in Denalia.
Okay. In that case, we'll go down and eat breakfast.
Okay. Umbra, what are you doing?
She's going to obviously get ready.
Okay. Once you've gotten ready, what are you doing? We lost Dom again. And we got Dom again.
How far of a walk is it from temple to
You're on the other end of the
place?
city.
Okay. I'm gonna get some breakfast and then walk.
Okay, getting breakfast, then walking. Okay, party
I
at
will
the
say
inn.
my goodbye.
You all are getting your breakfast and eating. No one gets charged anything today. And yeah. Some sausage with egg deal. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, then after we've ate breakfast, check on Jaziel, make sure he's okay and outside.
Oh, I remember what else I needed to do.
Scorpius would have told the barkeep that he would be expecting a delivery here.
Alright, you want
Within
me to
3
send it
weeks.
to your room if you're not there?
Just hold on to it till we're here.
Okay.
Doubling.
And if the package hisses, whatever you do, don't open it.
Noted.
What?
You'll thank me later. Anyhow.
It's not gonna... You know what? No, I'm not questioning it. You have a good day, terrifying stranger.
So discreetly, I will explain to Scorpius that sometimes people like opening other people's packages, but if they think there might be something dangerous, because the guy that rides the Hell Horse warned them that if it hisses, don't open it, they're less inclined to get curious.
Aww.
I mean, I figured you literally just destroying those demons would have been good enough not to fuck with us. But okay, I went
Yeah.
to.
Never hurts. The power of positive thinking. You will die if you not fuck with it. Positively. Okay. Anyhow.
You are positively fucked if you mess with me.
Hey,
So
Double
anyhow,
M.
Dungeon Master, we'll play cards and have idle, harmless chatter while we wait for Umbra to show up.
Okay, Umbra.
Yes. From here to there. Is there a way I can? Is the blacksmith, or I guess the armor would be the right thing.
Fuck
Kinda
me
thing.
jogging. I'm a
Is that on
fucking
my way?
idiot. Sorry, continue.
Is it on the way, or?
Yeah, that's more or less on the way. Small deviation adds another 5-10 minutes. Party, y'all had some
Well, I'm
dreams
gonna-
last night and I forgot to mention it. Give me a second, I'm gonna message y'all. I went ahead and I was super happy because I wrote all this shit up and then the moment comes and I completely forget about it. I'll allow editing of conversation / actions, of course.
I think the flying us will signal whistle eventually. I feel like that'd be a good buy.
Okay, Scorpius. Umbra. Umbra. The hell are you? There you are. Okay. Dorez. He's next after I do Borga. Apologies, guys. I had this whole thing planned out, and then brain. Dom. Alright. Okay, well, party, feel free to digest those, and then when you're ready, we will continue. Let's see, Umbra, you'll be walking towards the blacksmith.
Boss.
Yes.
I had an interesting dream, and I don't think it was a dream.
What was your dream about?
I was in the desert. I put on my ring, and my body disappeared, you know, the whole stick. And then I feel myself just moving or being pulled towards the south. Very, very far. Past some mountains to a very nondescriptive hill. Like, it's kind of bland, you know, overlooking. But when I got closer to it, it turned out to be an illusion. And a black temple was behind it, or under it, or was it? Whichever wish you may be. I don't know. Well, I go in, and a lot of lefts, a lot of rights, straights here, you know, a maze. And I'm in this big room, or not big room, my bad. Kind of big. Your term of big and small, you know, it's down to the person, really. Only thing in it was a black sarcophagus or something, I don't know, and the cat sitting on the lid. It stretches, and then the lid starts cracking, and shuddering, and something begins to climb out, and then I wake up.
Ominous.
I mean, the cat's involved. That's more than enough reason for me to go to where the fuck this is to find out. Hey, maybe I can, appease it somehow there, or we just have a final showdown there.
Oh.
That's right.
And
You all had no encounters that night you were aware of.
Scorpius?
you believe you could find this temple by your dream?
Possibly,
Okay.
yes, Borgoff.
I was not fully paying attention. You said something about being pulled to the south in your dream?
Well, I was heading that way, but I felt more like something was calling me to go south.
And there's with the black sarcophagus and this cat.
I mean, clearly whatever in the sarcophagus is linked to the cat. So maybe if we kill what's in the sarcophagus, the cat goes away. I mean, do you have any better ideas, Borgoff?
Not particularly, but there are some weird matchups to a dream I myself had last night.
What was yours?
Well, due to circumstances, I was also going south. Then there was a terrible sandstorm, except it was pitch black, as if there was a soot inside the entire thing. Once I was enveloped in it, I don't really remember anything else after.
What is that whole coincidence saying? I'm gonna have to Google it to make sure I know it.
I needed to laugh that hard. So, party at the end. Y'all talking about anything else?
Not really.
Dom,
Send
you
the
are still
message.
here, right?
I'm still here, yeah.
You have any input
Sorry,
onto what's been discussed?
spaced out. Seems just like a bunch of dreams. If you say
Did
the
you get a message
sarcophagus,
from Eminem?
I did.
Okay.
Would Doris disclose said information until he's asked? Probably not. But I was going to add, if you think this sarcophagus has to do anything with this said cat, and if we do something to the thing in the sarcophagus, it would do something to the cat. I'm all for that idea. It's just up to a Coromid.
Well, first things first, we get the supplies home. Then if y'all want to go look for this, I suppose we can.
Alright, party. So, y'all will have finished up breakfast. What are y'all doing at that time? Because I'm assuming y'all talked as you ate.
We were going to play cards and wait for Umbra to show up.
Okay. Cards waiting for Umbra.
Idle chatter and yeah.
Okay, you know what, Umbra? Do you mind if I say this out loud?
Sure.
So you're suggesting a larger than normal sheath. They're suggesting, okay, so like a sheath for a two-handed sword almost. They don't normally make those since, two-handers are normally not sheathed that type of way.
I just want something that I can have the blade and be able to put it on my side without the
Well,
blade being out.
They can try and make one, and it won't even be that expensive. It will just take like a day or so to make.
I just want something so that the blade's not out.
Here, how long do you have to wait? Because we can try and make something if you're willing to pay for us to rush it.
Take your time if you need to. I want this. I don't need it immediately, but I'd like it.
Alright, so you
I
want to
don't want
place
it
an
to
order
be.
for it and come back in a couple days get it?
Sure, that could
Okay.
work.
Fine. This type of job, I'll bill you 20 gold pieces.
She'll hand the 50k, the 50 gem, not the 50k gem. I'll have one of those.
I hope you don't. My god.
Oh, I
You're
know.
handing over
Sadly.
50 gold piece gem?
Yep.
Okay, you want
What?
change?
No, just make it good. That's really all.
Make it good. You got it, man. Anything else?
I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Alright.
You don't have a 50k gem? Wow, you're
Wow.
poor.
I need the restroom.
All right, then I'm gonna go for a smoke.
You'd laugh if you saw how much Borgov had left.
Hey, I do have a 10k jewelry.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start like grabbing all the coins we can get now. I'm almost broke.
I still have a bit of money, at least.
Okay, I am back. So we have Grills going for a smoke. Umbra, after paying for your thing, you are headed to your friends at the Drunken Fighter?
Yes.
Okay. Well, along the way, you shall encounter a soul-sucking vampire, but he flees from your holiness, and no other encounters will be had at that time. Alright, let me update time. It's about that time of day. Alright, party. I want to wait for Grills to get back before we resume. Everyone else still here?
Mm-hmm.
I take it.
Since I'm still pondering the dream and if it means anything, I'm just gonna say Borgov is also doing that. Just kind
That
of being
reminds me,
quiet.
Borgov, give me a d20.
Okay. That's 20.
Nice.
Is that or good? Or is that means something happened?
No, just a memory thingy. Technically, you wanted low, but fuck it, 20. You get it. I'm not gonna. There's a detail I forgot to add, so I was just like, fine, I'll make it optional. It's a DLC now.
Damn, you're gonna have to pay more for that later.
He paid with a 20 that he won't get later now for him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, regardless, so Chromie, you're back. Guys will be eating, playing cards. Umbra walks through the door.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're all here. Let's go. With that, Dungeon Master, we'll go outside, get the wagon, the animals, get those hooked up. There's a term for that. Hitched up. Hitched up to the wagon. Get the party on the wagon, except for me, and I hop on Jazeel, and we're moving.
Alright. Well, party, you're moving through the city, and then once you hit the edge of the city, like the gate that you all normally go through, how fast are you going?
2.5.
2.5. Noted. Okay.
And one,
Headed back to the keep?
yes.
Okay.
And I will, after we get clear of the city, I'll fall back next to the wagon so I can talk to the group and explain that the tower shields are there for when we see the cat. I'm going to drop ice from the sky to pound him to death. So y'all might want to either get under the wagons or under those shields so that you don't get pounded to death as well. Because I might have
Alrighty.
to drop the ice on us as well, depending.
Okay. After saying this, are you resuming your normal position, Akromid?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Akromid, the invincible arrowhead, everyone else in the wagon behind. It's a bit cramped, but y'all left enough room deliberately, so you have enough room.
That's right.
Wait, but Borgov's on his horse.
Borgov, you're on your horse. Where are you in this formation? Or is your horse on the wagon? And then we put the wagon
Where
on
is
a
this?
bigger
Is the
horse.
formation posted somewhere? Or did you just say it verbally?
Right now it's verbal.
It's verbal because I'm on the hell horse out front. Everyone else has been on the wagon.
He would be on the back of the wagon.
I'm sorry.
Borgov, you're
Him
the rear
and the
guard?
horse would be on the back? Yeah, he'd be. Rear guard is fine.
Okay, rear guard. Nice. I have a formation in mind and we can keep things moving. So, party traveling at 2.5 miles per hour. Y'all will hit the intersection between the normal road and Akromid's sign after a few hours. And by few, I mean at least 4. It's about midday. Y'all stop and
Okay.
eat or eating as you go?
Again, that's up to the rest of the party.
Eating as we go.
Okay. And of course, Dungeon Master, once we're off-road, we're reducing speed down to 2 miles an hour.
2 miles an hour. It is that many miles there means that many thingies. Okay. 1E. 2E.
I should have bought a spyglass.
4. 5.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but didn't.
6.
I know.
7. Nothing wants y'all's asses. 8. Holy shit. Literally nothing. Wow. 2 miles per hour, that much thing, that is that many hours. Alright, well, party will be traveling, and I think I fucked up distance earlier because I actually sat down and used a ruler this time, so I gave you all faster travel speed than you normally did. Because to keep time-space continuum going here. Yeah, no, it's gonna start getting dark as you all close in on the keep.
Okay.
So, okay, that would become... that time, yes, okay. Oh, fuck, I had it messed up. I'm sorry, guys, I had it backwards. Okay, 2.5 miles per hour, that was that to there. Give me a second, then. It's the same thing anyways. My bad, but timing is different, because instead it's... yeah, I apologize, guys, I'm not in my ball today. So it's 6 hours and another half hour, so 6.5 there, and then that there, 11. From that time y'all left out was there, becomes that. Okay. Party, the same sequence of events occurs, and that nothing occurs, really. You travel for a bit, lunchtime, continue eating on the road, hit the sign, go north, the Corona meets keep. It's not yet nighttime. I fucked up a little bit somewhere. Apologies.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it took us a full day.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it's still most of the day, but
yeah.
not as much.
Okay. So once we get to the keep, of course, call out, hey, we're home, and the party will take care of the animals and help me unload the stuff from the wagon.
Alright. Well, Kasan will go inside and start preparing food, and yeah, Kuromichi gives you a really tight hug when you come back, and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that reminds me, to be posted. No, it was brainstorming. No, it was notes to self.
Scorpius will take care of his wagon and animals, and then take his stuff inside and go read his book.
Okay.
Orga, of course, would help unload.
So y'all unload. After that, what is everyone doing? Scorpius is going to read his book. Chromie playing with graphs so that Kassan can cook. Umbra helping
Yeah.
Kassan cook.
Mhm.
Am I right so far, guys? I'm just guessing to keep things moving here.
Works for me.
I like to mind if I roleplay a little bit with roommate.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Dorez, are you doing anything special at this time?
Going to
I'll
his
type it
room
out
and
in game.
practicing open locks, 20%.
Okay. Practicing open locks. Duly noted. You've been working hard at that.
So I'm assuming he bought a lock first.
He's using his door, which I'm assuming had a lock on it.
Oh,
If
you're in
not,
that
then
room over there. That room does not have a lock.
never mind. Then I can't try open locks because I did not buy one. We're in the room with that big open area, right? Or is that the room that was trapped?
Reference images. There is the
That's
cat. I forgot about cat.
trying to find the image.
At the top
There
of
it is.
images, you all are in the south room. That's like above the thing that says 1 square 1 yard in the gray line. There's something in out of character chat. I think if we scroll up a little bit, that's there it is. 4:22 at sometime PM.
Never mind. After unloading his stuff, he would probably go and sit with Mead. He's gonna talk to him about some things.
Alright, so I got Borgov, Doras, and Nikoromid talking. Umbra helping out with the cooking, which is pretty nearby. And Scorpius, you're in your room reading the primer.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now I
Hey,
forget, at
girl,
this
so you're
point, you
gonna-
kind of had a glance at Kassan's primer and got some of the reading material there, yeah?
Nope. We
No.
talked about it, but it never
Yeah.
actually happened.
Y'all were supposed to have been studying together with her primer for the
That-
time that I was for the 6 days that I was
Mhm.
trying to get spells done.
That's what I had thought.
I don't think his primer would be the same as mine since I actually need magic dust, so I would
Yeah.
have just practiced mine.
So
Other
did you
stuff.
or did you not practice with Kassan just to like get him
No,
ready?
I did not. I
Okay.
went and practiced my thieving skills while being other eyes authorized.
That's a good point. Alright, well, Kassan practiced her primer then. That's a shame, because Scorpius, as you have rightfully guessed, they are very different in nature, and it would have been nice to have the comparison for you, but oh well. Well, after some
Girls?
time, Kassan will get food ready, and at this point, y'all can RP for a minute. I get to sit back and listen. Don't everyone talk at once.
Yeah, people had some RP for me, and I
Oh,
yeah.
in
That was
character.
Dorez and Borgov, and that's what we're trying to do.
Oh, in character chat, girls.
I was
Oh,
just,
it must
I
have
was just
popped up.
confused.
I mean, y'all can say it in voice. While y'all do that, actually, I should be smart and figure out what's gonna come kill you.
Oh, it almost sounds like only its son is talking.
Yeah, good ambience. No. Maybe. What is that, creature catalog? Let me look. Oh, look at you.
Or at least I assume it's the son since I was never really told, but Graf sounds like a guy's name.
The infant is male.
But the sound you're hearing is a little girl in the background.
That is true.
And we don't know if he's a Tusker or not.
Well, here, let me determine that. Ooh, yeah, he's a Tusker Choroid.
He takes after his daddy.
Yeah. Got the tiny little nubs of tusks right now. I just rolled a d20 for calm, and yeah.
Okay.
Would have re-rolled on a 19 or 20. 18 would have worked, though. He got a 9, which is borderline for... Oh, nope, you're Tusker at that point.
Okay.
So he's not completely ugly. He does not have a face only his mother could love, but he's nothing great looking. But then again, he's a baby. All babies look additionally cute because that's evolutionarily provided so that they weren't abandoned by their parents. Let's
They've never
see.
seemed to have met the Spartans, then, have they?
Well, the Spartans is more of an aberration than the standard. Okay. Wait, hold on. I
Oh,
already rolled
actually,
you up.
if the child was sickly, small, or just looked weird, it would have been left alone.
That's true. Let's see. Where art thou? I had this somewhere. Or did I just write down the name? I just wrote down the name. I didn't actually roll this guy up. Oh, it's a good thing y'all are RPing. Okay, so what am I dealing with? do, 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 do.
Hmm?
Okay, anything special, they can do that. Number appearing. I never did roll that. Yeah, okay, I'll accept that. These have that many hit dice. So fucking I'll max them out. Why not? It'll be more fun. Treasure. Now these things have a different treasure type than this. Okay, give me a second to pull up that. Oh, that's a nice treasure type. I did not realize. Look at those percents. Yes. No. 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 No, no, no. And then I forgot to roll for that last one. No. Alright, that's a shame. Those were some good percents too. But you did get yes on that. Alright, party, let me know when you all are done with the RP, and at that point we will continue.
I think we're done with the RP. Other than asking Umbra what she found out at her temple.
Oh, okay.
If her deity shed any light on the situation that she would care to share with us.
So yeah, Umbra, you and Kasan will finish making preparations. You'll notice that like Kasan's hands shake a little bit more than normally they do when she's handling the stuff. In spite of that, the stuff smells pretty fucking good. Like, my goodness, it.
Umber, while cooking, probably would have been a little spaced out as well.
Alright, then in that
Thinking about
case,
stuff.
I'm gonna just roll the percentage check. What's your percentage again? Yeah, okay, you make it. Yeah, you still perceive it, but you're a little caught up in your own thoughts.
Yeah.
Alright. Well then. So, yeah, after some time, Akora Mage, she'll, interrupt the conversation. She gives you another hug, by the way, just quietly, the one-armed hug.
Oh. Yeah.
She's feeling clingy today. And, yeah, get some food on some plates, and, she sits next to you, Akora Mage, and she does whisper something to you. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'll let you extrapolate some of the things from that from what you've heard here. It wasn't the best written thing I've ever done. Okay, Aiden. Might want to NSFW that shit.
But there's nothing.
Yeah, I know.
being
We are
shown.
a PG Christian server here. I shall have no titty.
She's wearing a bra.
I know.
There is no titty to see.
I know, I'm joking, man. You're good.
Actually, I don't think that's a bra. I think that's actually part of her top. You just can't see the front.
I think so too.
Yeah, the angle makes it very difficult to see. There's clearly garments of some kind there. Regardless, moving forward. Yes. Dorez and Borgov and Umbra, you can give me perception checks, BTW. Scorpius, you're still in your room at this point, though you're smelling the food. Dorez, yes. Umbra, yes. Borgov. Yes, okay, in that case, I will just post it in character. You hear snatches of this, so you didn't get the full picture, but it should be enough to... Oh, that is bolding it. I do not wish to bold it. I swear, it's like every couple minutes, my computer's fan kicks into high gear. But I don't know if it's actually that or if it's like the air conditioner. Give me a second, guys. You know what? I don't actually think it's my thing. I think I'm hearing some other piece of hardware. Scares the fuck out of me, but yeah.
Seems like everybody had a strange dream last night.
Well, party, the food is scrumptious. On a scale of 1 to 100, it's a solid 97.
Okay.
Nice.
Umbra, you're not technically a second level cook, but you are, essentially. It was a damn fine meal.
All right. Then we will, of course, Dungeon Master, we will eat. And let's see, we unloaded all the gear. Play with the baby while they clean up. Whatnot. And then after that's all taken care of, sit Kasan and Scorpius down to go over their primers with them and help them.
Alright, so Scorpius Acromate is going to try and do a joint lesson with you and Kasan.
I am tutoring.
I mean, did he come to my room to come get me? Because if not, I'm still in my room studying.
Well,
yeah, no,
sure
so I'm saying he's come to your room to go get you for, well, first dinner.
Somebody would have come and got you for dinner.
And yet no one did, though.
Well,
Alright, Scorpius, you're hungry, and you smell food. Do you want to go eat?
No, I want to study.
Okay, Scorpius, you're going to power through the smell. People, y'all will be eating. You'll notice Scorpius is not there. What are you doing?
yeah.
Umber will bring up food.
There you go.
Alright, Scorpius, the food smell is very strong, and as you glance up in irritation, it's, oh hey, there's Umbra and she has food.
Borgov just assumed it was invisible.
uh,
And I will also explain after dinner to Doras that I'm going to tutor them tonight. We'll see what tomorrow looks like as far as his stealth
All right.
practice. Yeah, it's like I've got the tutoring skills for everyone, but I can only do one at a time.
Just gonna have to make duplicates of yourself. Wait, hold up, we did that already.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cube a gate over to the other crewmate. Hey, buddy, I know we're not supposed to talk, but I need your help.
Yeah, take this ticket to Coe Hall and see me there.
Wait, DM,
Yes.
did the rhythm of the heartbeat that Katsan heard match up with the noise that Borgov heard in his dream?
Well, Borgov, yours was more of a sound. I'm deliberately not saying the sound. It's just one, 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 one. Hers is 1 2 1 2 1 2, as it would be for a normal heartbeat. You know, the bum 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 bum. Not quite at that pace. Scorpius, Umbra went and got you food.
Alright, duly noted, Umbra. So, if she brought the food, Scorpius would have ate while reading. So does that mean Bossman came to collect me, or no?
Yeah. After dinner, if you were still in your room, then I would have taken Kassan and her primer and went to you. Doesn't matter to me what room we're in for y'all to study.
Okay.
So I can help them with basic pronunciations and blah, 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 blah.
Dungeon Master, do we both notice the striking differences in way they learn magic?
So yeah, now Acromid, you'll start going over the basics, and it will be like, no, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, there are some striking differences. It seems that the people of Kolhol harness internal magical energies that run through every person to cast their spells. That's the fuel for your thing. The people of Denalia don't have a concept for that. Your spells are powered by magic crystals, the dust. It's powdered, consumed, kept in a pouch, so on and so forth. And some other differences as well, but that's the striking one right there. The source of magic.
Now, as far as the format for spells, those should be the same since that's the way I understood it from you.
Yes, the
So,
format
yeah,
itself is more or less the same, but there are some differences.
She's going to have to use the powder. But aside from that, it's basically the same, correct?
There are some differences here and there, but nothing you can't power through, yes.
Okay. So, with that said, Dungeon Master, make sure that the front door is bolted. And like I said, after Umbra and Kassan had cleaned up after dinner, whatnot, at that time, I would take Kassan and her primer and ask the rest of my companions to try and keep an eye on Little Graph and tell Critter to stay close to Little Graph while I go tutor the other two. So the keep is secure. Everyone is awake, and except for the three of us doing this tutoring session.
How long do you...
would have...
Huh?
Go ahead.
Scorpius would have moved all his purchases to the trunk in his room.
Okay, duly noted. So how long do you intend to do the session for?
I will tutor them for 3 hours.
3 hours. Y'all are gonna burn that midnight oil. Okay. Scorpius, you're gonna let yourself be tutored for 3 hours? Kassan's listening to Karami,
Yeah.
of course. She's...
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so, Umbra. Obviously, you aren't really sleeping in a room where they're discussing magical theory and practical tests and so on and so forth and blah blah blah. What are you doing during this time?
No, during the time they're doing that, Umbra will. She'll just sit in and kind of listen to things.
Alright,
After a while of like, okay, I understand most of this now. She's gonna pray for a little bit, unless something happens.
okay, Umbra. Well, obviously, being a cleric, you don't have to work this hard for your spells, and you are grateful for that as you hear them going on about the mental fortitude required for this, although you think maybe, praying to a goddess and being a part of a higher thing and blah blah blah. You know the old argument as well as anyone. As for that prayer... What's your wisdom?
Wisdom is, I think, 16.
Alright, you managed to get off like a first level spell, and that's about it.
She'll go ahead and leave the room for a little bit.
Okay, Umbra, which room are you going to? The dining room. Okay, yeah, that room should be mostly unoccupied. You got, Critter hanging out by Graf with Borgov there, and Dora's doing I don't know what. But yeah, you should be able to pray there more or less. Hour 15 minutes. Okay, what order are those spells in? Put it in actions, please. Okay, and there'll be that much time into there. Okay. I forget. Did I ever forget? Should have Kassan here somewhere.
How successful is Borgov in entertaining the child?
I don't know. Give me a second to check. Thank you for reminding me. I need to determine if... Into 15... Okay, yeah. So Kassan should be able to handle that. A second level and then a third level. Doras, what are you doing?
You're breathing kind of deeply, dude.
Oh, sorry about that.
I figured he was deep throating the mic.
No, my dog's trying to eat me, and that's what you're hearing.
Okay.
My dog's like right next to the mic, and she's breathing very hard right now. Right
Borgov,
now,
you
Blame deep
managed to
throating
entertain the
the
little
mic
tyke.
on the dog.
right now, Dorez would also be with Borgov in that regard.
Okay.
But I have some role play I'm going to put into in character unless there's going to be an encounter.
You have about 10 minutes worth of roleplay at this point, simply because I didn't know what you were doing
Alrighty.
earlier. So type that up, and let's see, Acromede, Scorpius, Kassan, yeah. Alright, so Kassan seems to grasp what you're saying, Acromede, although you've tutored her before, so she's familiar with your teaching style.
Right.
Scorpius, you're a player character. You have the innate spark of magic in you, and you're hearing it.
Okay.
Like, a lot of it is like, wait, hold up, I need to go back and hear this again, but you'll hear it again and you'll be like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense, I think. And it's a slow process. You aren't becoming a magic user in a night, clearly. But it's a step.
But fortunately, at Coromede School of Magic, the class sizes are very small.
Yeah, the tuition is just your life.
Huh?
The tuition is just your life.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
The maiming and slaughtering is free of charge. Yeah.
They can keep that.
on Borgov Dorez before we continue. Girls, if you want to get up and get a smoke, stretch, whatever,
do.
now is the time.
I'll be right back.
Likewise, Umbra and Scorpius, y'all are kind of in a holding pattern at this time while we wait on Vader and Dom. So if y'all need to do anything, now is the time.
How late would it be after Umbra's done praying?
You're going to be interrupted in that 3rd level spell. It will be nightfall. Well, past nightfall, actually.
Alright. That actually changes what I was gonna do. Alright. Whatever.
Depending on how well we handle this fight, it doesn't change much of what Scorpius does. Well, kind of. Umbra dies. That's gonna put a hink in it.
That would. God, Umbra, imagine if you lost that leg again.
I hope not.
So let me roll up some
What's the other leg?
finer details. What's the weather like tonight?
Yeah. Let me roll up
Dark.
what leg you're gonna lose.
Oh, that's just a D2. 1 is left, 2 is right. 3 is both.
Alright, you said a 1d2. Where the fuck you gonna get 3?
I shall pull it out my ass like everything
No,
else
that's
tonight.
That's like flipping a coin and having it land like up.
Sideways, yeah. God.
Yeah.
Like that movie Mousetrap or whatever
I've
it was.
actually had that happen to me before. I've
Look,
actually had
if I-
that happen to me before. It was not fun.
All I'm saying is, if I flipped a coin and it landed sideways, I'm sorry, both your legs are gone. Like, the luck of that happening.
I do have a coin over here.
No.
No, it's right here. It'd be no problem at all. You sure?
No.
No, I don't. I think that's perfectly fine for you just to roll that D2 and take 1 leg instead of 2. I would much rather not have a crippled cleric.
What is the probability of a coin actually landing on its side?
Higher than you
About a
think.
few.
It is higher
Very
than you
doubt it's
think.
high. I'm gonna go. You
That's
know
why-
what? Hold on. I'm sure there's something online.
Well,
You guys,
Borgoff
you guys are
responded.
scaring me. Instead of being like, oh yeah, let's totally not have that happen, you guys were just like, you know what? I'm ready to lose both my legs.
Apparently, it's a 1 in 6,000 chance.
Alright, so a D100 and then a D60.
Or just a D6,000.
Oh, that's lame. It's actually 2 D10s, then another D10, then a D6.
Jesus Christ, man.
So here, let's do that first D10. Oh,
No.
second D10. Oh,
No.
third D10. No. And just out of curiosity, with the D6. Nope. I wasted a double odd on this shit.
Who did what?
We were determining if
uh,
we would get 1 in 6,000 odds. We got 1 in 100 and then it broke. As I rolled the third D10.
You
Long
got
story.
double
Involving
odd.
I flip a coin. Heads you lose the left leg. Tails you lose the right leg. 3 you lose both legs. How do you get a 3 from a
It
coin
was
toss?
hilarious.
Well, apparently if it lands on its side,
happens.
which is a 1 in 6,000 chance.
Well, all cylinders have the capability of landing on their circular part.
Okay, that's ready on the clipboard. I'm posting a spoiler, people. Please don't click on it.
If
You know, if you didn't tell us, we wouldn't have done it.
Really? You people are the best. Okay, well, party. I want to have a party. So let's have a party. So
wanna
at
have a
this
party.
point, party. Yes. Akrora meets Scorpius and Kasan are in the Scorpius Umbra room doing their lesson. Umbra, Borgov, and Dorez are in the common area, which is the central room. And they are either praying for their spells or playing with the kid. Critter is also there. It's later at night at this point. Night has fallen, so Jazeel has fucked off to do that thing he does. The animals are hitched up, so on and so forth. Not hitched up, but you know the deal. So, at this point, party, I will need perception checks from everyone present. People in the room, you're at a penalty of 4. People, that's to say, the Scorpius room, penalty 4. People not in that room, penalty 2.
So not in the room, penalty of 2. I would still pass by.
no,
Penalty
it's
would be a
+2.
plus, not a
Yeah,
minus.
it's a plus. I know.
Yeah,
I messed that
yeah,
up.
I know. I
Either way,
still
I fail.
pass. I still pass by 7.
Yeah, either way, I fail though. I messed up on that.
Borgov just made his perception.
After the penalty, I failed by 2.
Okay, noted. Let's go ahead and roll for Kasan.
Okay.
Dang. I'm
I
scared now.
failed by 2.
Is that
I
me or you rolling
passed
for
by
I
Kasan?
rolled it
7.
already. She has a good
Okay.
perception, though, so she actually does pick up on it.
Yes, you do.
Okay,
I'm
party
too deep in
people.
prayer.
You hear, those of you that have passed your perception checks and Kasan, the sound of... what do giant wings capable of propelling 10 feet tall creatures sound like?
Jesus Christ.
Booming
Like a
sound.
whoosh.
Should be a very
Kind of a thump. Thump. No, that's not it.
Not a thump. It's like a whoosh, dude. Like large, powerful
No, it would
whooshes.
be booming sounds basically.
Well,
I guess it would
Party,
be
those of
whoosh.
you that
only-
make your perception checks hear that. A Kuromid Scorpius. Kasan looks distracted for a second, and she says, "Did you hear that?"
No.
And she looks
Doris
worried
is
and is
going-
going to the door. Kuromid, she's put down her primer, grabbed the staff
Okay.
on the way.
Does it
Alright.
squeak?
Doris is heading towards the door where I'm assuming a core meet has said they are practicing.
Hold on,
You
wait. Can I
doing
just
your 2
add this
skills
one
there,
last
Doris.
thing?
You add your one
If
last
he
thing.
did not, then
Scorpius, squeak.
Alright, I got your sound effect.
Come on, tell me that isn't a little funny.
That's pretty funny. Okay, Kuromid moving to the main room with Kasan. Scorpius, I presume... Well, actually, I don't know what you're doing. Doris, you are attempting to move silently, hide in shadows to the door?
I was going to head to the door where a core meet and Scorpius are.
Is that
Say
it,
if
Eminem?
that was open knowledge. If it was
Let
not,
me listen.
if it's not open knowledge, then yes,
That's about it, Scorpius.
going-
Thank you.
then I am going to get my bow with magic arrows out.
So you're
and
going to go get
be
a Kuromid
prepared.
if you know where he's at?
Yes.
Okay,
If
you
it's
do
open
know where
knowledge,
he's
I will
at.
get a core mead.
Okay, Borgov, what are you doing?
Umber would still be in prayer, right?
Yeah, Umbra, at this
Typing
point,
out.
you passed your perception check or failed?
I failed horribly.
Okay, wisdom
Wait.
check.
Wait, if Borgov just makes it,
Because I got a 20 on mine.
What does
Oh,
that mean?
never mind then. Oof.
It was an 18, then bumped up to 20 because of the negatives.
Okay. Well, Umbra, you make that wisdom check for me, please. Just D20.
Okay. I make it.
Okay. Umbra, you feel like something is distracting and you're trying to focus on your prayer. Are you going to keep focusing on it, or are you going to break off that prayer?
I'll break off of it.
Well, little baby Graf starts to cry party as you all start moving around. Borgov and Doras are moving towards the Akroromede room. Akroromede, Kasan in the lead, Akroromede and Scorpius behind. Well, Scorpius will be breaking off after you say the command word.
it is infant, right?
Infant. Like, less than a
Okay,
year
just
old.
checking.
I
I
wouldn't have
figured
followed.
this, but-
I would have, got my stuff and
Yep,
said
alright.
my command word.
So, Kasan and Akroromede coming out of that room. Kasan looks worried, and y'all are meeting there in the middle room, roughly. Scorpius, you're getting your shit together, then you're going invis to the roof. Umbra, what are you doing?
She's gonna go take care of Graf because he's starting to cry.
Okay,
leave
so
that
you're
alone.
going to start taking care of Graf, so you'll break off the thing and notice that people are tense. Party, don't type anything new just yet. Actually, no. Do tell me what you're doing at this point. Scorpius, you're headed up. I'll tell you what happens at the end of this round is you will make it up. Unless it becomes pertinent sooner.
I have a hornet at my window, just banging its head on my window, trying to get in.
That's my familiar. He's adding to the immersion. Leave him alone.
Do you want me to re-put mine, or is mine good?
You're good.
Okay.
Okay, grabbing your bow, magic arrows, notching an arrow. Draw up, be ready for the enemy. Going to Graf, trying to calm him down. Umbra, you will be beaten there by Kassan, who will get him one-handedly, holding the staff in the other. Letting a Chromid pass on through first. Rope crossbow ready. Locate the source of the noise in-game chat. Okay, so Chromid, you believe it's coming from out front. You have
Okay.
windows. You're looking at the
And
window.
the in-game
Wait.
chat is me telling Kassan to take Graf to our
Wait.
room.
Wait, hold on.
Well, the Chromid, she will nod, and she's still holding that staff, and she's taking Graf, and she's uttering the command word to Smasher, who was on standby outside the room. She had him set up, and he's following
I
her
was just
to
gonna
inside.
type something in game for or offer in the channel over to Kassan
Then type it
since
up
I
and
said
send it,
that.
man.
Early February, my
So, Chromid, you're looking outside at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, Scorpius, you'll make it to the roof at this point. Umbra, you were gonna go for the baby. Kassan beat you there. What are you doing?
I will start. Fucking hell. Okay, give me one
You're
second.
gonna start
I'm
fucking. Okay, who are you fucking?
Scorpius. Alright.
Okay,
So-
you're gonna go find Scorpius to fuck him. Probably not the right time for this, but okay.
No, perfect
Dang.
timing. Anyways, I need to go
Oh
close my
yes,
door.
the
because she
fear
keeps
of
coming in.
almost dying gets me horny.
No,
Alright, Umbra, you're thinking about what to do. Dora's, you've got your bow. Borgov, what are you doing? You've handed over the baby.
After handing over the baby, he'll scramble to get his gear.
Okay. Well, party. At this point, Acromid and Scorpius, you can see the spoiler. There's one of those standing outside the keep,
This is...
out of character
Yeah.
chat. Noise.
Okay.
Umbra will cast aid on herself.
Scorpius, there's one on the thing too. On top of the building. And, two more.
Has it noticed me?
It noted. Oh, wait, hold on. You're invisible. That's right. Give me a second.
Hold up, I can't hear you over the music.
Sorry. Let me check, actually. What intelligence do these creatures have? A score of that
Oh.
at that level.
That was the wrong one.
That was.
But I mean, are they looking in my direction, or are they looking down over at the courtyard?
Okay. Scorpius, you do not believe that they see you. And there's one of them that's landed and two of them that are also landing. At this point, no, guys, the wing noise has faded.
Alright, how many do I see?
Koromid, you see just the one out front. And it sees you and it's smiling.
I'll open the door. State your business.
Right, Koromid, this thing is... How far away is it? I had it at about 10 feet away. Sound kosher?
Okay.
Or
Okay.
would that change your action?
No.
Well, at Koromid, a pit of, like, black darkness erupts from around this thing, and let's see how this plays with infravision, because that's heat. I need to double check. It's using its special ability to cause darkness 10-foot radius. And it's doing the thing. I want to say infravision should function through that, since it's just darkness. You know, it's magic, but it's darkness.
Yeah,
I
you
believe
should
it does.
So, okay, you have infravision, you won't be greatly affected. You weren't expecting it, so it's a bit startling. But yeah, and you can see its heat signature charging forwards to you.
Okay.
So, Scorpius and Krormi, dice initiative, and give me some options.
You want to dice the initiative, Lydia?
Sure. I have 3 of them.
Doris, Borgov, and Umbra. At this point, you can finish up your actions, and GG! Well, actions party.
Should we put 1 and 2?
Yes, put in your actions.
Dungeon Master, if I swapped which weapon is in which hand, would that cause me to lose my ability to attack?
You would still attack, but it would be your 1 attack round.
Well, yes. That's all I need to know.
Okay. Now, give me a second here, because I need to look up aid. Aid. Casting of this spell gives the caster aids. Duly noted.
It gives you absorption hearts and a bless spell.
I know. I'm trying to fucking find it. Where the hell is it?
It's in the Dark Arcana.
Unearthed
Are
Arcana. That would
these
be-
3 things, are they grouped together?
Page 34 at the bottom of the page on the left.
Give me a second on that question, Aiden. Thank you, Golden. 34, bottom left. Casting time 4 segments. You will get that off during this round.
Okay.
Okay.
I would have. No, sorry.
Okay, so Scorpius. These things are 10 feet tall, and they've got the wingspans. They aren't clustered up right next to each other, so not very close.
But are they still just grouped together in a general
So they're like
area?
standing above the doorway, waiting for shit to come out so they can grab it. Essentially,
Okay.
they have not noticed you that you are aware of. Backstab with Will 1 if grouped, going for a headshot. Okay, Scorpius, if you're going for an assassination attempt, you don't get to call it out the specific body part unless... Well, actually, no, wait, you do. So going for a headshot on these things with the +1 longsword, 1 in the middle if grouped. Okay, they ain't exactly grouped, but you're still doing
Well,
that.
I mean, like, if they're just, in the same area together.
Okay.
So it's like
Go
1,
ahead.
2, and 3. So.
And roll to hit.
And that's a +4 from that.
Add your +4. I'll
5
subtract 4
from
from
the-
their armor
and
class.
it's
These
5
things
from the
normally have armor
sword.
class.
And then I have a +2, so that makes that 7. Please give me a nat 20. 23.
23 at 9th level. Dice your damage. Alright. And then you can dice percent. Oh, actually, no, I'll do that.
Well, I mean,
Dice your
23.
damage.
Okay, sorry. These are large,
Is it-
right? These count as large?
Yes, they are large. 10 feet tall,
Wait,
mind
it
you.
was a dirty 23 though.
Yeah, it hits.
But I still have to do a percentage to see if it was assassination or not.
Oh, right, my bad.
Okay, so that is a +5.
Okay.
So that's
I had offered to do it for you since you
Alright.
don't know the thing of this, but okay, you can do the percentage.
what? No, I was adding up my bonuses to my damage.
Yeah, no, do your damage, and then we can dice percentage to determine if you complete.
17.
Damage to a called shot to the head. You may dice percentage at this time.
94.
94. That is a failure, unfortunately.
I mean, I still killed him.
Well, yeah,
Because
these
it's
things aren't
triple
those.
damage.
Triple damage to the head. Yeah, that's 30 times.
That's 51 points of damage to the head.
Yeah, no, you cut that thing's head clean off. Like, you kind of had to jump up and reach with the longsword to do it, but you had time to line yourself up and shit, and it is dead. Huzzah!
I mean, these things are 10 feet tall, but they still have to crouch down if they intend to grab stuff from the bottom.
That's the thing. Okay. Well, these two guys react pretty quickly to that. The noises of shock and fear, and they both expel clouds of this darkness shit. You are an elf, you have infravision, it's nighttime, so you were kind of running off of it anyways, but it's still a bit surprising. And you see their heat signatures flailing towards you. Okay. So, Scorpius, that was your assassination. You're done for the round. Okay, Crormead. Crossbow with called shots to the head. Draw sword, attack. Dora's drawing boar. Kill shot to the Borga.
Dungeon Master,
Attack.
question.
Yes?
Did the body fall forward onto the ground?
Let's find out. Actually, no, I don't want a percentage. I want a D8 for that, which is a shame. It's another double.
Because, I mean, if these things are crouched down and leaning over to grab,
I assign a high percentage there. Yeah, so Coromid, you're going to fire off your crossbow bolts as Scorpius is going to the bear, and then he's going to do that as you're charging forward with the sword. Thanks. Now I'll have to determine if a Coromid gets hit by the body. Thanks, Scorpius. Plus
I
1
thought
XP.
the things were charging him. But
There's one on the
I'm a
ground that's
dirty
charging
XP.
him. The 3 up top were waiting for him to come out to grab him.
Yeah, but I'm assuming. Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. I will take that XP. I'm a dirty whore.
Yes. Okay. Coromid, rolled a hit. Penalty of 4 for the heads.
Okay. The first shot is a 17.
17 at 8th level.
Yep.
Okay, second shot.
Critical hit.
Okay, both of those are hits. Go ahead and dice percentage, take your 50 XP, and dice your damage, respectively.
Okay. Percentage is 86.
Nice.
Okay.
Now, this was a called shot to the head, so give me a second. Crit tables. Okay, that is a piercing for an 86, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so normally that's chest wound, double damage, death in 1 to 10 turns. But since it's a called shot to the head, we're going to do double damage and death in X to X turns. And I'm going to quickly determine that real quick. Okay, that's the min. That's the max, okay. You shoot
Okay.
that thing in the head and it's like bleeding out its head. How much damage do you do?
Okay, the first bolt did 5 points of damage. And the second bolt did 4, but it's doubled, so that would be 8. So that's a total of 13. Plus, both of these bolts have giant wasp venom on them.
Okay. Give me a second, because that becomes that, and then giant wasp venom. These things now need to save. Okay. They save as fighters. That first one might fail. Let's see. Second one definitely succeeds. A fighter of that level to save. Ooh, it fails. Now it took 13 points of damage to the head. Alright, the body topples over, stiff and motionless.
Okay, does the darkness fade with its demise?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Are you still charging forward to kill it with the longsword?
I wasn't charging forward. I said I would attack, because you told me it was coming forward, and it was only 10 feet away.
It's a good point. So it's going to charge forward and kind of crash into the ground in front of you, isn't it?
Yes. So, and I saw the other one fall from the roof.
At this point, the other one is falling from the roof.
Okay. In that case, close and bolt the door and head for the stairs.
Heading for the stairs. Okay. Well, Doras, you're going to get your shot lined up as Akuromid is closing the door. Borgov, you're going back there. Umbra, you're casting Aid. Have I forgotten anyone other than Scorpius who we're about to resolve? It's weird I don't see Umbra here. Okay. So Scorpius, you're up against 3 attackers, and you did your 1 attack with an assassination attempt. So.
I'm up against 2. One's dead.
That's a good point, too. My bad. First one swings. And let's see, you are at what armor class right now?
0.
Armor class 0. Now you have a bonus to your armor class because you are invisible. They are aware of your presence, and it's harder for them to hit.
BRB.
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah. You're no longer invisible. Thank you. So let's see. They attack as monsters, of course, because monsters get their attack matrix. And they need to hit armor class 0. That is a hit for... Okay, Scorpius, take stone skin damage. Congratulations. And then the other one goes for its first attack. And that is a miss. And then the other one goes for its second attack. And that is a miss. And then the next attack. That is a miss. And then a bite attack. That is a hit. Stone skin?
Stone skin.
Good for you. And then the last bite attack is a hit. Do you have a third stone skin on? Oof. Scorpius, take 11 points of damage and save at a penalty of 2. As venom drips from this thing's mouth as it bites you around your something. Now you are a fighter and assassin of 6'6", I believe.
15, and I don't know if my armor works with this or not.
Oh, this is
Probably
a
not.
visible attack form, so yes. So that becomes an 18, modified down to a 16. Grills, does that check out? Magic armor versus a bite attack's poison?
I don't think so.
No? I guess it's not like
Remember-
Dragon's Breath where you can dodge it, no.
Well, if you recall, it helps against saving throws that deal damage.
That's a good point. This is save or die.
But what level assassin is Umbra
Scorpius.
or Scorpius?
Scorpius, you're 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. For saving throws, a 12 or better.
12 or better, penalty 2. Oh, that's a good point. Scorpius, you save, but goddamn, that stings. Alright.
How many points of damage I take? 11?
11.
Thank you.
Okay, and that concludes this round of combat. Dorez, actually... Okay, Borgov, you're gonna get your stuff ready. Dorez, so what are you doing once, like, you go for your first shot and your Coromede has closed the door? Because this thing is dead. By the way, Coromede does seem to be hurrying towards the nearest set of stairs. Are you following? To the roof! Arrow knocked but not drawn, and yes. Okay. Well, party. Dice initiative. Scorpius, that should be you because you are in the most peril.
Double M, I got my 8 spell off, right?
At this point, yes, your 8 is off. You can't really attack or anything this round, but I have you follow.
I got another 6.
Nice.
Was
yeah.
the one round enough to get his stuff?
Yes, Gorgov, at this point you have your stuff. You're following Meat upstairs unless you say otherwise.
I actually say otherwise.
Okay, Umbra?
There are 2 sets of stairs, correct?
Yes, left and right.
And I'm gonna go for the opposite one. I'm pulling out
Going
my
for the
bow.
other set of stairs. It's the same distance
But
either way
I-
because it's middle.
But isn't
Taking
the
my
other
bow.
one not built, though?
Is it my bow?
Is it?
Yeah, that's why I've been using... Yeah, because I had asked
Well,
earlier,
no.
and you said only one of these towers had...
That is
Yeah,
correct, yes.
Yeah, Lydia's right.
Okay.
There's only one set that's...
I did not know that. I'm sure Umbra would have, so instead I will go with the Coromede.
I don't know if Umbra would have, but I'll give it to you that time. Dorez, you're going to be following a Coromede, and given movement speed for player characters, that level of encumbrance, Scorpius going for those 3 attacks. Scorpius attacking left or right?
Going for the one that bit me.
Going for the one that bit you. That is Charlie. Charlie.
I hate Charlie.
Wait, what happened to David? Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, so you've got Charlie and Delta on ya. You're going for Charlie. All 3 attacks on Charlie? What was the D8? That
2
was
on Charlie, 1 on...
Good night, son.
1 on Delta.
2 Charlie, 1 Delta. Okay. Is it going to be Charlie, Delta, Charlie, or Charlie, Charlie, Delta, or Delta, Charlie,
Charlie, Delta, Charlie.
Okay, CDC. Good to know. Okay, in that case, Scorpius, I'm gonna say it takes about that long for the party to get their asses up the stairs, so Scorpius, roll to hit your first attack.
Is this main hand or offhand?
This will be your main hand.
Alright, so that's... 9 at 9th level.
9 at 9th level, let me consult the charts. 9 at 9th level hits that armor class, dice your damage.
Six. 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage, duly noted. It, you stab it with the sword, and it snarls, and it does not look happy. At this point, they attack you. So first Charlie goes, and that, I forget, does that hit? It's right on the line, I think.
Hey, Double M, question.
Oh, it just misses, lucky you. Yeah?
Do they react to the swords that he has? The sword he has?
How do you know they didn't target him because of the sword? No, there is no reaction that you're aware of, Umbra. Okay, second one does hit
Good.
for 2 points of damage and save.
No, failed.
Fail. You are paralyzed, Scorpius. At this point, a Coromede, you will have gotten up just as these things are grabbing Scorpius.
Rope.
Rope. Okay. Rope. Alright, Dorez, you're coming up behind a Coromede. You've got your arrow notched, and the things are grabbing Scorpius, and he's saying a word. You've heard this word before. You're not sure what it means.
means something gonna die.
Borgov, you're behind Dorez. Umbra, you're behind Borgov. You're behind Borgov.
Branching
you
out
doing?
and engaging.
Still firing. Borgov charging forward. Umbra, what are you doing?
Hopefully getting my ass.
I don't know. Like looking. Well, what do I see? A better thing to say.
2 thingies from out of character chats, the spoiler thing. They are 10 feet
Yeah.
tall. They have their hands on Scorpius and they are like raising out their wings to fly away with him.
Yeah, pulling out my sword and rushing towards them.
Okay, so I got 2 people charging forward in melee as a Coromede sends out the rope. Dorez rolled a hit, says you will notch your arrow as the rope begins to uncoil from his hand and shoot out towards them.
Well, he already notched the arrow. He just needs to fire.
Oh, you know what I mean. So you're drawing and firing, rolled a hit. Oof, that is a miss.
And the arrow goes sailing into the night to never be recovered again.
Oh, I'm getting to that. Does it stay in the keep? No. Yeah, it's in the night somewhere. Okay. Acromede, you bark out the command word. The rope starts ensnaring these thingies. Party.
Okay.
Think very carefully. What is your options? Scorpius, you're still paralyzed. BTW. Right. So that's the thing. Scorpius, you're still being held by them. Acromede, you're going up to stab them in the head. Borgov, you're going to stab them. And Umbra going to stab them. Oh, shit.
No, Umbra going to score.
Oh, going to get Scorpius. Well, that's towards them. They're still holding you. They're not paralyzed. They had a good grip on you. They're being entangled by rope, so their grip is still on you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Acromede. Grills. DM to DM lesson here. These things have the ability to teleport without error, and at this point they are captured. They would attempt to do that. How long does that take? Is that their option for the round type of deal, and you all might be able to interrupt it by stabbing them type of deal?
Okay. They might be able to teleport, but since they are tied together, if they're not both coordinated on where their teleportation is going to go,
that could get ugly.
That could get really ugly for them.
And me!
Yeah, well, you too.
The question is, they will attempt it, because at this point they're like, shit, teleport.
So, you know what?
Would you all stabbing them interrupt them before they can get that teleport off? Because the fact is, you all just have to close difference to the sword.
It possibly could, because we weren't that far away.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say it would, otherwise Scorpius and that rope are gone.
So, I should definitely be able to kill one of them before it gets its teleport off.
Definitely.
And Umbra's going straight for grabbing at Scorpius.
Okay, in this case, party. Borgov, Dorez... Actually, Dorez... No. So, Acromede, Borgov. Message me L or R to determine which one you all are going for.
Okay.
Do not tell each other. L for the left one, R for the right one. Okay, Vader, your submission is noted. Grills, your submission
Umbra
is
would
noted.
have gone straight for Scorpius, trying to get him away from everyone.
Okay, Umbra, you're reaching up for it. Okay, Scorpius and Borgov, you all will reach the one on the left at the same time. The one on the right...
I mean Umbra, not Scorpius.
My bad.
Cormid, actually.
Acromede, Doris. I'm sorry. Acromede and Borgov, I'm sorry. The party is too big.
There's only 5 of us.
It's too big, guys. I'm sorry.
I have 14 of you all in mind.
Okay. Yeah, but you brought that one on yourself, saying that we could bring in as many as we wanted. I wanted to bring in 99 of them.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
You could not run
Well,
that.
then at that point, you will only get 1 XP for every battle.
Sweet. Okay.
1 XP is still 1 XP, man.
So back to Denalia. Borgov and Acromede are both attacking the same target. That means the other one might be able to focus, maybe? I don't know. Grills, I'm trying to play fair here. I'm not trying to kill y'all. I mean, I am, but that's because the monsters are, and I'm trying to be fair.
Okay, so me and Borgov both go and kill the same one. Which one did Dora's shoot, though?
Dora's missed.
I was keeping my distance this round.
Wouldn't he got
just
his
LR.
set-
Okay, because I see going to keep distance with bow, so I don't know if he's shooting.
I mean, he would have had his second attack though.
I would have had my second shot, but I'm assuming it was only a partial round because it
Yeah, it was
took
a
time
partial
to
round. Trying to
get
keep
up to
everything
the-
moving here. Tell you what, Doras, you can take your second shot. Message me 1 or 2 to determine which one you're targeting. No, you don't know if that means left or right. To prevent
Okay.
metagaming. Okay. Doras, you may roll to hit for that bottom of the round action, essentially.
9.
9.
I don't
Okay,
think
give me a second. What do you attack as?
I attack as a 3rd level fighter with my long.
What level
no,
fighter are you?
4th level fighter. Sorry.
Okay, a 9 at 4th. Adjusted
With,
that.
but I have 3 levels in fighter, if that means anything.
How many proficiencies do you have in the bow?
4.
So you're a 3rd level fighter with 4 proficiencies. That means you operate at 6th level.
Okay. And then it's also the magic arrows that we have yet to get identified.
And you rolled a 9. This is important because you almost got fucked there. Because you did target the other one, and you did hit dice your damage.
Yay.
Doras, if you had not been very clear about what level fighter you are and what such, you would have possibly just cost Scorpius his life and Akromid his rope. And I'm not
Max
sure which one-
damage.
Max damage for 6. That's still enough to interrupt it. At this
6
point, party.
plus whatever magic.
Okay, wait a
arrow
second.
is.
Is this a spell-like ability?
Let me see. Yeah, no, it interrupts it one way or the other.
No, not if it's a spell-like ability.
No?
No.
It just says that they have infravision, this rage, abilities to teleport. So this, it just says ability, not spell. Like creature catalog, page 63.
I recognize the picture.
I figured you did. Damn, girls playing that
I have a
level.
question.
Let me look at it. Oh, don't worry.
I'm-
We can go after him. That's not the issue.
Umber would have been
Yeah, getting
when they
Scorpius.
teleport. Umber would have been touching him, wouldn't she?
No, only half of Scorpius would have went. The other
Umbra,
half
give
is
me
probably
a
bigger.
strength check. 1d20.
$19.
Okay, so it does manage to keep a
Yes.
grip even as you're pulling it, but it can't really compensate, so y'all are kind of evenly pulling here. Scorpius, you're in a lot of pain, but you're also frozen stiff like a plank. Umbra, you will manage to pull out Scorpius. So now comes the question, Grills.
Yeah.
Does the arrow interrupt the attempt to teleport without arrow? I would say yes. That would
I was
would
thinking
make
that
sense to
Umber
me.
was going to get teleported away.
Well, the
That's
thing
why I
is-
brought it up.
I would say no,
Really?
but here's something else to consider is its hit dice and how much weight it can take with it.
Oh yeah, no, it can take itself. That's about it.
Can it
Okay.
take 2 of it? Because it's connected to the other one, isn't it?
Or the other dead
So-
one now.
Yeah, but
Well,
can it?
I imagine, and this is realistically speaking, as a DM, when the rope entangled, it would have entangled both of those and Scorpius. And I'm pretty sure that puts it above the weight limit, which I'm pretty sure would cause its spell-like
250
ability.
plus 150 per level. At that level is that much. 2 of them, but they're not doing it together. Yeah, no,
It's
it will
what-
try. It will fail.
It would get the minimum since it's not even technically high enough level for that spell. So minimum weight. So it's not going to be able to teleport anything beyond itself. It's going to be like you're trying to pick up a car. All you do is strain your back. But since this is not a muscle, it strained itself and it's stuck.
Yep, and at this point, y'all can auto kill it if you wish. Scorpius, you are
auto-kill.
freed, although frozen.
The main reason why I brought up the Umber grabbing Scorpius was she going to get teleported with?
Yeah, if it was
That's
able
mainly
to
why I was
teleport, it would have had to
thinking
take you as well, which definitely put it way over its limit. And then I could have, off-worlding here, I could have scried for you two, and then teleported and took somebody with me. And I'm sure that with it still tied up, even if it teleported home, it's screwed.
Oh, basically.
Then we would have had the trouble of finding our way home, but we would have done that.
You know, because if I got teleported with, I'd just kill it and I'd be like, huh, okay, now what?
I mean, you try and kill it. These things can bite you and kill you if you fail your saving throw.
Well, it's still tied up, so I'd be able to just insta-kill it.
That's a good point, yeah.
And
then I'd just be
technically, since
wherever I
I
am.
was paralyzed and it can't really move, I'm sure I would have been able to move at some point, just waiting it out. So even though it took me somewhere, I would have just stabbed it because it's still technically connected with the roof.
That's one you're gonna have to try in session and find out, Aiden, because I have an idea about that. But regardless, party. The thing is dead, it falls, the other one falls. What are you doing at this time? You can put it in actions or just say it. Recall rope and push them off the roof.
Those things, not Scorpius.
Before Akorami does that, can I try and recover my magic arrow?
Okay, Dorez. One of them sailed off into the night. The other one that you fired also sailed off into the night. Are you going to go out in the darkness and look for them?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he hit it.
He hit
Oh, wait,
it,
that's right. He
so-
did. My bad. Right. Okay, in that case, saving throw that. Ooh, a 3. And these need a 6 to save. Yeah, ow, that arrow is toasted.
Okay.
That's a shame.
I am down to 12 magic arrows.
You've been spending those things.
I've been using those because it seems like everything else I use just stinks off. Case in point, the cat and one of the demons, but we don't talk about that thing.
Well, party, congratulations! You survived an encounter with 4 deaf demons with max hit points.
Nice.
So at this point, y'all going inside, I presume?
Downstairs, yes.
Well, but Coromid, you'll push the 2 corpses off the thing, and they join the other 2 up front. Hey, Grills, shout out for you saying that it should be able to teleport if it could teleport its weight, because that wouldn't interrupt it. I appreciate that honesty there.
Hey, the only way to be.
Okay,
And like I
Umbra's
said,
taking
I'd
Scorpius to the room.
Like I said, I'd already figured out my backup plan. You know, they teleport? Okay, I can follow.
Yeah, I didn't think of one. I was just like, I'm gonna commit to this.
And you all thought the demons were done with you.
And my first thing was just like, all right, if he's going, I'm going with. I don't have a plan, but I'm going with.
Hey, Umbra, awesome roleplay there. While trying to
Yeah, that
wiggle
was
his
a good
finger
call.
every 30 seconds or so to check. Yeah, okay, Scorpius, you'll know when it wears off.
I didn't know the last time, so I'm taking precautions here.
When was the last time you didn't know paralyzation wore off?
Okay, ghoul paralyzation, we figured out it lasts about a turn, give or take.
Ghouls don't affect the elf, though.
Okay.
I was paralyzed by a different creature. Let me look.
Those don't really have fangs, they have really big teeth. You're taking the teeth, I presume? Borgov?
Wait. Does it look
Look
like
at the
they
picture
have
and out of
canines?
character.
Okay. You.
Alright, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
for
he has
smoke real quick.
canines, so he'll take the 2 overarching canine teeth.
Okay. Cover bolts, redus, reload. Get containers.
Now,
get
the question is, did he do it carefully or did he cut himself?
Well, let's find out. So, Borgov, let's take care of you. Borgov, you managed not to cut your limbs open and die on this thing. Congratulations. Okay. So you'll start taking off
Hope
those
not
things.
if he's
Acroid
fully armored.
is over there. He needs to make 2 throws.
You can still cut yourself, your hands.
2
Yes.
d20s. Okay, both of them save. So Coromid gets back both his bolts. You know, I assigned a 1 in 1,000% chance. 1 in 1,000%, no. 1 in 1,000 chance that Borgov somehow fucked it up. He did not.
I mean, it would be
Do
pretty
gauntlets
hard.
not get included with plate?
Well, it's more the fact that if you're trying to extract these things, you're going to actually have to get a good grip, and your hand is now supersized with your gauntlet on. So you would actually have to take it off to get any removability to get these things out without breaking them or hurting them.
Wait, why would he have to take the gauntlet off? There's
I just said
just
that.
needs to pinch, and then
You think it's that easy to rip a tooth out? A healthy one. A demon one. You think you can just reach into the mouth and just give a simple yank?
Probably.
no, I was thinking more like using the +2 longsword or to cleave through.
Okay, so Dora's not Dora's. Borgov, you're mutilating the mouths of one of those things, getting your teeth. Akromid, you will recover both your bolts.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so at this point, you've got one and you're milking it for its beautiful juice.
Yes.
Okay, how many vials you got?
Oh, let me see. Empty vials?
The Scorpius would like to get some, but I am still paralyzed.
Don't worry, I'll
Took you to
share.
your room.
Well, you know, she's trying to keep you safe, okay?
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
no.
Give me a moment.
Akromid, as you're working, Kassan will carefully poke her head out and ask if the danger is clear, and
Oh yes, they're quite neutralized.
well, she's gonna say that she's pretty sure the lesson is called for the night.
Yes, you can
Boss.
put away your primer. I think you've studied enough for the night.
Boss,
Umbra,
what are you
at some
doing
point,
with the
Kassan.
teeth?
Umbra, at some point, Kassan will come in and grab the primer and leave, and she'll know Scorpius passed out. Well, not passed out, but paralyzed in the bed, and Winston sympathy and offer her not condolences, but well wishes. And Dom reconnected. Vader, sorry for talking over you. You were saying.
Boss, what are you doing with the teeth?
I'm getting their venom. You can have all the teeth after I get the venom. Okay, Dungeon Master, I have a half-gallon container, if you recall, and I'd have to check my because I don't see the number of
Put
vials.
the wyvern poison in that.
The 15 doses of Wyvern.
Yeah, you put that in your big one.
Well, I bought
Tell
a bunch
me.
of vials too, but they're not on my copy sheet. Let me see.
Double M?
Yes.
I feel like mixing the poisons would just like double it up essentially.
Try it in session and find out.
Honestly,
believe
that
I
could
had
actually
one.
neutralize
if you
each
put
other.
no, that makes.
It has a possibility to ruin each other, is the problem
Mhm.
there. But it has a possibility to also make it better. It's a gamble. Or it could do nothing.
Potion
Most times it
Stability
messes it.
Table. I'm pretty sure mixing two venoms together won't
messed-
explode. Probably.
Or you don't know. Their chemical compounds could be different from each other and volatile.
That thing is so cute. Can't wait to use it. Oh, I can finally use that one. Nice. Where are you? Yes.
It's a little sad. I forgot what was the last thing that freaking paralyzed me.
It's
Yep.
been so long, hasn't it? I've kind of held off on the venomous monsters for a bit.
Worm?
To give you a break so I
The
can do
odds
the demons instead.
that
Wasn't it a worm?
No, the worm killed him.
No,
Bless you.
no, the worm killed me.
might I add, the odds of one monster's venom being the anti-venom of this creature is exorbitantly tiny.
It's not that it's anti, it's just that the chemical compounds of both venom and poison could either neutralize each other or ruin their composition altogether. That's basically two different chemicals to try and, see what happens. It's not going to lead anywhere good.
I'm not sure, but I think I bought 2 of those half-gallon glass containers.
I think
But-
you did.
Okay, then I will use the other one for going to go for the stuff the fang venom first. And Dungeon Master, if you also recall, I spent 500 gold on research materials. I must have some other glass containers.
That would make sense. Give me a second here. I need to do a D8.
I definitely said adding in miscellaneous for today's supply run.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be 13 minutes later. At that time, okay. So, party, I have Umbra and Scorpius inside. Scorpius, you are still paralyzed. Umbra, you're still caring for him. Doraz, you're gonna go get a nap. Borgov, Acromede, you're working with the venom thingies, milking them. Okay, so yeah, Acromede, you should still have another half gallon if I recall correctly.
Okay. So, if you just want to tell me how many doses of each type.
Alright, are you going for the teeth venom?
Going for the teeth venom first.
Teeth venom first, okay.
Hey, would
Ooh.
would Acromate have accepted if Borga's help if he had offered?
Offer it and find out.
Do you need help with that?
Do you know what you're doing?
Not
I might be getting
exactly.
a job soon.
If you've never milked venom from a poisonous creature, then watch.
Aye.
So, Borgov, you're watching?
Uh-huh.
Well, you'll observe how Acromede does things to this to make it spit out its venom, and I'm not going to get into details. Acromede, this thing was pathetic. Unfortunately, you got the lowest possible roll. You get 2 doses of venom off of it, which is sad, and I'm sorry.
2 doses is... Okay, and how much of the claw poison do I get?
Okay, that one's a lot better. You get 8 doses of claw venom. Alright, and
Okay.
that's one of the corpses done. Borgov kind of took out some of the teeth of the other one, and that thing, you could try to milk it. You might get a dose. The
I'll
claws
try.
are still intact. Okay, you want to try? Congratulations, you get 1 dose of the tooth venom that hasn't been completely spilled onto the ground yet.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, moving on to what's next.
Okay, are there any of these that I haven't milked yet?
Okay, you've done the claws and teeth of one and the teeth of another. That was kind of destroyed. Are you moving on to that thing's claws?
Yes, I am.
Okay. You're going to do all 4 of them?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so you're going to do this one.
Dungeon Master, has my thing wore off yet?
No, not yet. We're getting there. So here, I'm going to quickly roll these up. So, okay, teeth. Another 3 doses of teeth venom, and then Chromede. Well, I
Yep.
guess we'll have to find out.
Actually, because
9. Yeah.
no, go on, keep going.
9 doses of claw venom, and as you're working on that claw venom, the next encounter occurs. Okay, so that's in that direction. You all are in front of the keep. That's Borgov and Acromede.
Well, I do have something important to add.
Go ahead.
2 things actually. Time lapse between now and, or time lapse between when I brought him inside and now.
About 10-15 minutes.
Okay, my spell is off. And second, during that time, would you have allowed me to heal him?
He can't really object. Don't take that
Well, I'm
any
asking
funny
you.
places.
I already thought about that, but the
Mm.
point is, I can heal him though.
Yeah, dice your healing. You
So-
get 1 though, because you asked only just now. If you'd asked earlier, but I understand a lot of people talking. You want to wait your turn.
7.
7. All right.
I don't know nothing.
Scorpius, 7 things, and you can no longer benefit from having your wounds bound.
No, I didn't think about that.
No, you're not.
Spaced.
Really should have had some bleeding damage. Okay, so let's see. That was these things. Now we got these things. Yeah, okay, so Chromate and Doraz give me perception checks. Umbra Scorpius here at the other end, you don't even get. Kassan is sleeping in her room at this point. Smasher on guard. Doraz,
Yes,
you
by
can give me
4.
1, 2.
Wait, who all gets the roll?
I
You,
already sent. You already told me to roll a
Everyone but
perception check.
Scorpius.
Okay.
And Umbra.
Umbra, yeah, you don't
And-
get it either.
I pass.
Okay, Doraz, you pass.
what?
Chromate,
By 4.
Borgov. Alright. Chromate, you'll
Nope.
succeed. Borgov, you will not. Kassan is asleep. Well.
That's
Chromate,
the
you
second
hear...
nat 20. It wasn't even for hitting.
Uh-huh. You hear the sound of many things moving through the sand towards y'all. Keep in mind that the keep faces north. It's coming from the east. Or my bad, the west. Your left, essentially. What are you doing at this time, as you've just more or less finished up the claw venom of the second of these creatures?
Okay. What do I see in the direction of the sound?
Alright. Well, you know how your thing is kind of on a cliff?
Yeah.
Climbing up over the edge of this cliff. And Borgov, you'll notice the boss seems to have become distracted by something. Crawling up over the side of the cliff. 9 feet long, many tentacles in the front of it. Looking out of character.
It's Cthulhu.
Yes.
But I
Caterpillar Thulu.
I'm
Doraz, you
How
heard
many-
something funky. You can come out if you'd like.
How many and how far away?
Alright, there are 3 of them. Now, let me look at the map here, because I believe I wrote this down already. Images. Okay, you're at the front over here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I want to say about 20 yards away. Because they had to climb up the bit of a cliff to get to you. Did that check out, Necromid? They're not even
Okay.
quite up to that first tower yet, but they're moving towards there. As for how many of them, you are up against 3 of them.
hello.
Yes, Dom.
Okay, finally my fucking internet's deciding to work. I was going to ask if Doris is allowed, if I'm allowed to look at what the thing looks like, or no.
I'd prefer if you didn't until you're actually out there for the sake of not metagaming.
Okay.
So, Doris, are you going out there?
Doris is going to get his silver arrows prepared because he saw that these things, you know, he hears that, so he's gonna grab his silver arrows and go out.
Grabbing silver arrows, going out. Okay. Ekromid. New. Borgov, at this point you'll realize something is wrong and see blah blah blah. Okay. Well, Borgov, you didn't really notice, so like you'll draw your sword this round essentially. Doraz, you're headed out. Ekromid. Fireball. Okay, now these things actually move at about the same movement speed that normal people do. So, how many yards they have to travel? 20 tens of yards. That is, yeah, 20 yards is 2 tens of yards, so 60 feet. So 60 feet for time. How long does it take to cast Fireball?
3
FIR.
seconds.
Okay, so that is 18 seconds. Can these things cover 60 feet in 18 seconds? It's about 3 feet per second, technically less, technically more. These are moving at about as fast as a person does at full speed. Fuck. I actually need to do math here to figure this one out. Well, here, let's make this easy. Calculator. They move at 12 tens of yards per round. So that's 120 yards, that's 360 feet. 360 divided by 60, which means every second they move 6 feet. Does that check out?
Sounds about right.
Okay, so that being said, you'll be about halfway done with the fireball thing when they'll get to you, if my math is right here. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm just trusting you're getting it right.
20 yards becomes 60 feet. They cover 3 times 60 feet, so it only takes them 1/6 of the round. I think I got it right. I think they're going to get to you before you get the fireball off.
Okay.
Okay. So now we get to the bullshit that is this. By the way, Scorpius, not Scorpius, Umbra, you can give me a perception check at this point too. This might go bad very quickly if they get a lucky hit off.
Hey,
Right.
Eminem, I have a question.
Yes, Doris, as you exit through the front of the building.
Since he is exiting the building to investigate, seeing Ikoramid and Borgov do that, would he be able to also investigate, or would that be considered metagaming?
You'll see that they're turning and about to fight something. Vader, your character notices and draws their sword, but they don't get an attack this round because they've missed their perception check. That's next round. So I have a Chornicles casting, and these things coming over to swarm at you and the dead things. They're reaching out with these long tentacle things that you see. And, yeah. That's a thing. So, party, do dice initiative, though. I should have had us do that. That might come into play here.
2.
You said Umbra. Or
2.
perception, right?
Umbra, you're getting a perception check to see if you hear this round. You will hear this. Some noise
Okay.
going around. Okay, 3 of these things. Okay, initiative is mostly unneeded for melee, but melee isn't going on here. Initiative was that. So yeah, fuck. Chromie, they're definitely getting to you before you can get that fireball off. I'm sorry.
All right, so I'll just be detonating it
Would
just
I have
far
another
enough away
shot?
that I'm not getting burnt up.
Okay.
If I get the spell off.
Doras,
Would Doris get a clear shot with a silver arrow or no?
you're still coming out at this point. I'm bouncing
Okay.
ahead a little bit here.
Thank you for letting me know.
Okay, so these things are bullshit. They get 8 attacks per round. So, there are 3 of them. You have Borgov, Chromid, and the dead bodies. And these things aren't particularly bright. Their intelligence is non. And they're just looking for food. So one of them is... You know what, Vader? I will allow that. You can attempt to parry. Okay, so one of them's going to be for each. Yes, Umbra.
I want to just ask this. They're coming up to the roof, right?
No.
No,
No.
They're on the ground floor level equivalent. Okay,
we're
so
outside
Would
the front door.
I thought you guys were on the roof.
No.
Okay.
Chromid, your armor class
No.
-2 first attack always misses.
Another
So-
thing, wouldn't
Yes?
they
And,
go for the demon
That
body?
is correct.
Borgov's new armor, he is -1.
Duly noted, Borgov. That's going to help you. Okay. This is the wrong
Wouldn't they
thing,
be
that's
going-
why.
Demon bodies? And not us?
They,
right
one
away?
of them is over by the demon bodies, the other 2 are by the moving things.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to get
No,
that
no,
right.
I understand y'all want to keep me think
Wait,
here. You hear
Weren't
8
Zekro
attacks
and
per
Borgov
round.
like right next to the bodies?
Yeah, basically. So they're swarming over there. Okay, so they attack at that level. So for them to hit -2 at that level takes a that or higher. Okay. First attack miss, crit, fail, as it swings at you and like misses because of that. Fail, 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 fail. Kurumi, this thing lashed out at you multiple times with its different thingies and missed every single time as the one crit failed because of displacement.
Nice.
Okay, Borgov, you may dice your parry. Now you are armor class -1, which means that you're 1 step lower than a Coromid.
No, he's not. Or 1 step higher,
Yeah, you know what I mean.
because I'm
So
-2.
For them to hit you, they need that. Okay, what was your parry? 5. What do you
5.
attack as?
3rd level?
Okay, so your Thacos are identical, more or less. Okay, you parry the first thing that wasn't even going to hit. And 1, 2 hits. Okay, now if I recall correctly, you get a saving throw.
Does he have stone skins on him?
He has
See?
1 stone skin.
Alright, in that case, you will be hit once. Alright. Borgov, you will take no damage and save versus paralyzation. As the Karen crawler crawls over to you and slaps you with some of its tentacles, and one of them doesn't work, and so on and so forth.
Question, does this type... I think that succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Being a dwarf, does that magic...
Yeah.
No, it does not.
The Dwarven Constitution, I believe, does give him a bonus versus paralyzation. I'd have to double.
I have been paralyzed as Lagatha, never got that bonus.
We'll have to check and see. Let me ask you, you got a 15? Yeah, you're good. Right. Well, party, that's it
I
for
was
the
gonna say,
round.
It might just
Doras,
be poison.
you'll get out
I
and
think-
you'll see these things. You can now see what's in out-of-character chat. There are 3 of them. One of them's over by the bodies, one's by a Coromid, one's by Borgov and just slapped him. And, he went tingly for a second almost. So, party, dice initiative, give me options. Umbra, at this point you hear the commotion.
Yeah. I'll be right.
Dungeon Master.
Mm-hmm.
My fireball.
Oh, that's right. Fuck me, jogging. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not at the top of my game here. Go ahead and dice your damage on the fireball. That's going to change things a bit. Good news is it won't change anything, really.
Is he blasting the one in front of him?
He's blasting everything that was in front of him, which is going to be the one attacking him. Borgov, yours will get caught in the blast. The one that's by the bodies won't. I think, yeah.
But wouldn't Borgoff also take damage just because of it's an AoE attack?
Coromid's trying to aim it as best he can, so it's going to be very ineffective. I'm reducing damage because parts of it, these things are right by the edge of it. And then I have to do a dice roll to see where Borgov is in relation to this, because he is moving around to, avoid attacks and so on and so forth, and he doesn't know to stay back.
33 hit points of damage.
Okay, reducing that because these things are at the edge. Feel free to tell me if that sounds bullshit.
A little bit.
Yeah?
Maybe give them a bonus of 2 on their saving throw.
Oh, that's a good point. They save for half. Alright, so that's 2 of these guys saving. Okay, a that and a that. Saving as a 3rd level fighter. This is spells. They need a that.
Spells.
Okay, one of them actually does save with that bonus of 2. I think that sounds fair. Other one takes full damage, the other one takes half damage. I'm pretty sure they're fucked, though. What was that, 33?
33.
Yeah, okay, they're fucked. This guy's at -8. This guy saved for half of 33 is
16.
15. Oh, he's at 0. Good for him. Right.
So both of them are down?
2 of them are down. The one that was over by the bodies
Okay.
is turning to flee. Doras, you'll go out after a huge burst of fire. Like, the night lights up for a second. Speaking of which, Akromid, Borgov, infravision pain for a second there. It's fireball, nighttime. Regardless, you'll still have functional infravision after a second. Especially you, Akromid, you knew it was coming. Borgov, it's a bit more stunning for you.
You
Eminem,
light up
what-
my life.
Would I be able to do parting shots or
Would you
no?
like to take a parting shot at this thing as it is scurrying away at all due speed?
I will.
Okay, roll the hit. So Borgov is okay. You're stabbing the dead bodies, leaving the room, pulling out her bow, and keeping distance shooting. Umbra, by the time you get out there, it's going to be far away. Doras, you rolled a 15 at 6th level.
Huh?
Oh, my bad. No, that was Borgov doing that. No, my bad. Okay, a 9 at 6th level. Let me check.
You ain't gonna have any of those arrows left at the rate you're going.
Was that a magic arrow?
Oh.
Silver.
Silver. Alright,
What?
the arrow impacts against the body. Does it save? As these things aren't immune to it, but you hit the armor class without hitting it. You're 1 below, so it does, strike without damage, so, yeah. Actually, no, in that case it
Okay.
doesn't need to save. It's not a crushing enough blow. Or normal enough blow.
Okay.
Alright, arrow hits and bounces off. The Fracas?
Fracas.
Fracas. Okay.
Fracas.
Umbra, you'll come out. Dorez is there. Borgov is there,
Also
stabbing
the bodies.
these centipede thingies in the head. One of them is fleeing off in the distance, you can kind of tell, but it's already out of infravision range. There's a lot of
Yeah,
heat
just-
distortion now because there's a fireball, impact. And Akoromid, a little bit
Yeah,
of your
sure.
keep got singed there, but, stone, fire, stone wins mostly under short fire.
She'll call out to the Coral Maid and said, "Alright, what did I miss?"
Carrion crawlers.
They get 8
Those
attacks per round
caterpillar
and no
things?
damage.
Those weird caterpillar things on the ground?
Yes, they paralyze. They eat living, dead, whatever.
God, I hate bugs. Is
Yeah.
everything okay then?
I think so.
Party, you may discuss amongst yourselves. Coromid will do the poison rolls when I get back. I am using the restroom.
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Am I still paralyzed?
Yes, Scorpius, you are still paralyzed.
And I still haven't noticed. Okay.
I'm just getting a little worried now. I should think about it. 'Cause it's been over 10 minutes. I'm paralyzed. It's a little worrying.
Hey, did Umber come out? Just to be clear.
Yes. I will also tell you, Cormie, that venom from those demons must have been really strong. Scorpius is still paralyzed. Wait, is Cormie
Squirrels ain't here.
Squirrel's here.
No.
Ah, you know what? I would do that. Goddamn. We're going to pretend I didn't do that. Ember is out. She's looking around.
But there he is.
Alright, I am back.
Okay, welcome back.
Okay, so yeah, Scorpius,
Umbra-
you're still paralyzed. Oop, Windows. Umbra.
Yes, Umbra will say to Borgov and also tell Cormie that whatever the hell it is, it's very strong. He's still out. He's still paralyzed. So I'm starting to get a little worried about it. It's been over 10 minutes.
Does your god grant you spells that would neutralize paralyzation?
I don't remember. I'd have to
5,
look through my
11.
stuff.
Or
I
maybe
believe
you
I
could,
might be able to.
or maybe you could neutralize the poison?
I can't neutralize yet. But I
Oh.
think I know of a thing I could do. I'm just gonna keep an eye on him for a bit longer. But whatever that is, it's very strong. We should keep some of that at the very least.
Okay.
6 and 12 from the other two. Thank you.
So at this point, you're doing that. Scorpius! It will have been a bit. You are stiff and sore as all hell, and you are sitting on your arm kind of funny, but too stiff to adjust it. You will, at that point, be up and about, able to move again.
After Umbra said what she said, she's gonna go back in and go to Scorpius.
Doris, what are you doing during this time after the carrion crawler has crawled off?
He's going back to his room and resting.
Okay. Okay, going back to your room resting. Borgov, I have you currently watching as a Chromede milks these things for their venom and taking notes, essentially. Scorpius, you're getting up at this time. Umbra, you were by Scorpius, and so on and so forth. Alright, Scorpius, once you're up, what are you doing?
Do I see Umber coming back in?
Umbra is in at this point when you get up.
Closing and locking the door, or trapping the door.
Okay. So you will do that, and then anything that goes in DMs goes in DMs, and that's loud.
Not always.
Sure, not always. Okay, Chromede, once you're done milking the venom, what are you doing?
Okay. Any chance these things had treasure on them?
No, they're naked, black bodies, possessed no pouches of treasure. There was treasure at their lair, if you can find it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Probably not at this point.
I tried to, be generous and rolled up, and it was like, I hope they actually follow these things back to their lair, because there's nice stuff there.
Yeah.
That's fine. Something else will move in and attack you and lead you to it.
Well, hey, hold on. There was the one that escaped.
Nope. You've
What?
killed all 4
No.
of the, what's it called, demons? Death demons.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the caterpillars.
Oh, the Karen callers? You didn't even face half of them. There's tons more at the lair.
Okay. Yeah, get the venom, collect the stuff, and take Borgov with me back inside and bolt the door.
Okay, bolt in yonder door.
Okay. Label and stash the new venoms. Obviously, not where small hands could reach them. And at
Necromade?
that point, yes.
No, this is in the future. Necromade, Baby Graf opened up some of those jars in your room, and now he just says tick over and over.
Yeah.
I don't know
That'd
what's
be
wrong.
terrifying. That would be utterly terrifying.
Tick, 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 tick.
So, anyhow, check on everyone else.
Alright.
That shouldn't take long.
It will not. You'll see Scorpius is up. Although, actually, hold on. Wait, the door is barred and locked and shit.
Oh, if it's locked, then I'll assume Umbra has that under control.
Hello.
It's starting to collapse again.
Borgov, who are you saying that to?
Well, to a crow. Wait, has the crow already moved away or something?
Yeah, he lives in Canada now.
So,
Totally.
I feel bad for Canada.
I wouldn't touch that with my bare skin if I were you.
Aww. Why you all gotta go ruining my fun stuff? Just kidding. You all are great. I love you. I don't have anything to hold up this section of the bed that is now collapsing. That is very unfortunate.
Oof.
Dealing with it later. I'll just sleep on the floor if I need to.
Okay, so the death demons are dead. 2 of the carrion crawlers were dead, and 1 escaped. Got the venoms. We're back inside. The keep is secured. I assume Borgov is in tow while I go to Umbra and Scorpius' room. Scorpius now correlates demons with fun time with Umbra. Wow. Okay, that's going to be some kinky stuff, I guess.
And to be fair, there's been some weird demon stuff with her as well.
So, yeah, TMI. So, those 2 are in their room. Dora's, I assume, is in Dora's and Borgov's room. And, yeah, Borgov, don't touch that with your bare skin, at least not until you've washed it and dried it 3 times. Residue and shit. Get some sleep.
Right. Thanks for showing me how to deal with that.
Yes. And with that, Dungeon Master, I will return to my room and go in, secure the door behind me, and make sure I'm not covered in anything that toxic, and I will go to sleep as well.
Okay. Yes,
Trying
the rules.
not to wake my little family.
So, tell me, are we gonna have more dreams?
I mean, yeah, if you'd like me to type up some shit, but that was all I had prepared beforehand. Okay. Borgov, you dream that you are naked at work. Standard dream. Dorez, you dream that you keep firing your bow but keep breaking the bowstring. Scorpius and Umbra, you all are too busy to be dreaming. And Coromede, you dream of a pie that tastes amazing. You wake up and it's like, damn, I wish I had some of that pie right about now.
Like, what does work constitute for Borgov? Like,
Basically this.
You're existing and then you're naked.
Now, that was all entirely satirical. If y'all want those dreams, you can have them. Otherwise, moving forward.
Borgov, what was your secondary skill?
shipwright.
Shipwright. There you go. Work. You were a shipwright. And suddenly, while working on this ship, you notice you're naked, and all of your fellow shipwrights stop and turn and point and laugh and laugh and laugh. All you've got on is your tool belt.
This is why I can't take this game seriously, because we have shit like that everybody.
Borgov will wake up feeling a little bit more insecure than usual.
All right,
Good thing he's not plate mail now, huh?
Yes, he'll be very careful about that cod piece. Okay, let's see. Where was I?
The party has all went to sleep at this point.
Yeah. Party's asleep. Which encounter am I throwing at y'all? Should I just call it a night here for you all? And that the thing doesn't attack you tonight? That would be nice.
I'm looking at the bright side that if it's something like carrion crawlers, it's got a smorgasbord outside of our front door and is not going to bother trying to bust its way in.
It's a good point, actually. So you know what? Keeping that in mind, I'm thinking actually.
Unless it prefers live victims, or it's just extremely hungry.
Okay. Party. Let's see. After that, it's about that time of day. No. No. Missed by one, which means no. Nope. That's a fail. Actually, hold on, wait. That one is a success, okay. What is it this fucking time? Damn, I'm starting to run out of shit again. Huh. Interesting. Okay, nothing should
What
come
are
of
you
that. Y'all are asleep
I
for
mean,
that.
you can always just throw the cat back at us.
Nah, the cat's taking a break today. No cat. Not that one, at least. Could be a different cat. You never know. Alright, party. Some of y'all had more restful sleep than others. None of y'all are getting the 1 hit point. Actually, no, wait. Y'all would have, actually. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Those of you
everyone
that
but
got
me.
the restful night's sleep of Borgov, Doras, and Coromede, you may restore 1 missing hit point should you have one. Umbra,
Nope.
Scorpius, you two are exempted because reasons.
Brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
And party light shines upon Denalia, and the smell of dead animal things in the front door isn't very pleasant.
Okay. So, Dungeon Master, as we at our varying times get up, I will see to it that, well, obviously, Kasan's first thing she's got to do is take care of the baby. You know, that's a given. Okay. But since Umbra has been helping with the cooking, I will go and seek out Umbra first to hopefully, again, help with the cooking, and they can juggle little baby Graf between them. And I will, when I get Umbra, I'll inquire to Scorpius, hey, how you feeling?
Tired, but very satisfied. And a little sore.
All right, hold still. Dungeon Master, casting. Stone Skin, white. Smacka! Smacka! You're double armored again there, Lydia.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
Sure, you do feel sore.
Don't worry, he has protection now.
For now.
I think I just made Aiden laugh. So
God
he's choking.
damn it! God damn it!
All right. Well, you're armored up, and we got some dead bodies to move. If you don't mind helping out, let's go get Borgov and Dorez. That way, many hands make the load lighter.
Oh my god, who did I send that message to?
Oh no! Who did you
I
send
think it
to?
was Vader, because he's typing to me now. Oh no!
Wait, what?
Oh no!
Oh,
Or maybe not.
oh no, what's
Wait,
happening?
Oh,
I'm
that
confused
was
now.
amazing.
I was typing something independent.
Oh, never mind
Oh
then.
god.
Oh my
Aiden,
god,
Wait.
I
What did you
sent it
send
to
me?
Wolfie.
Oof.
What was the message?
you had the perfect timing, Vader.
What was
I'll
the
tell you that
message
now.
What was the message you just sent to Wolfie?
I only told him a total of 6 times, unless you wish me to get into the details of normal sex and then soft penis sex with her.
I'm losing my mind.
Okay, let us know what Wolfie responds to that.
Well,
No, you
two, I
don't
hope you're
understand.
enjoying.
Wolfie has a crush on me.
Okay, so Dungeon Master, that was definitely a Discord fumble.
Yep.
Hold on, let's
I
put that
award
in quotes.
everyone present
Someone
15
put
XP
that
for
in
the
quotes.
laugh.
Someone
I'll
put that in
take it.
quotes.
Lydia, you personally just got 100 XP for that fumble.
Out of being part of the problem, I will take that 15 XP. You've said.
Yeah.
Oh, 15 or 5?
15.
Ah, nice.
Vader, you'll
so
have to ask
sorry.
around with the party if any of them has that item. Otherwise, that should mostly be usable.
Oh, God.
Okay. Well, party, y'all will get your collective asses moving at some point after sex talk is had between people and shit.
Now I have. Yeah. He's
Wolfie is
asking me to
typing.
explain.
You read it. Oh, no.
Yeah. Wait. What? Is he here? Is he on this Discord?
No.
No, but he was typing. His response was, "Wait. What? What? Wait." I'm like, and then he's like, "Explain." I said, "No, no, no. Sorry." He's like, "Explain." I'm like, "I'm."
Oh, you got his hopes up, Lydia.
Oh, no.
Hey,
Just let him down
Doris.
easy. Let him down easy.
Oh,
That message was meant for someone else.
Hold on, I'm checking my bag. I'm checking if I have.
Dungeon
Iron
Master,
spikes.
which type? A carrion crawler or a death demon?
Death Demon.
Was it the
Okay.
one that was getting picked at earlier? The what?
Is it the one that I shot in the head?
Yes.
Huh.
Is it the one that was getting picked at earlier by the carrion crawlers?
I think that one had already. Nah, different one.
Okay.
Hey, Doris,
Okay.
in-game chat, if you will.
Yeah, again, I'm checking my bag. I wanna
Dungeon
make
Master,
sure
is there a chance that this thing was still alive when I was draining its venom?
Well, you would have had to paralyze it, then drain its venom while it was paralyzed. It might have been alive. Were you checking to see if it was alive?
No, but if it was breathing, I probably would have noticed that.
That is true. Well, I mean, you weren't specifically asking about it, and I kind of want to be a dick here and be funny. I'm not sure if I should tell.
Okay, well,
Hey, if it is alive, it has no teeth and no claws anymore, what's it gonna do? Just glare you to death?
yeah.
Oh,
You never know. Just gives you the eye. Why would you do that? For what you've done.
Okay.
See the eye.
Ar- Party, please notice actions for the round. Those of you that are on my work crew, that we're moving the bodies 50 feet away. Don't touch the tentacle things on those carrion crawlers.
Not
Dead
unless
or
you want to go
not.
to the happy place.
It'll still paralyze you. Grab it by the legs.
Yeah, carrion crawlers are 9 feet long too, and although
Wait,
you get a little
can
bit
we-
toasted at Coromade, so they're chunks of carrion crawler you're moving around, really.
Well, I mean, yeah, I blasted the crap out of them. So maybe it's not a full
Boss,
body, but we still need to move it away. Yes.
you say it still paralyzes after death?
Yes.
Can we make it into an improvised weapon?
I would advise against that. The handling is difficult, and the longevity is not, well, look, if you need some venom or something, say so. I've got stuff. But that's
How
just,
long does that last?
when you put it on an arrowhead or a blade, a day, sometimes 2. I've got quite
Find me when we are about to leave again.
Okay. Umbra happily helping make breakfast. Okay. All right. So after we get the bodies moved,
Umbra, dice percentage.
32.
Thank you, Umbra.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you
No,
say
You're good.
Umbra the
Umbra,
first
I
dice
time.
didn't hear you
percentage.
say, did you?
The Coromade, that roll was for Kassan. You're good. 21.
21.
Okay. Umbra, during the process, Kassan's like gonna add a spice, and you think maybe it shouldn't have that spice. Are you telling her so, or are you gonna let her add it?
I'll mention that maybe we shouldn't, but it's up to her.
Alright, Well, she considers it, and sure, let's go with your idea. And it comes out tasting pretty good. Of all the fucking places to get a double odds, my god.
Now, Dungeon Master, are we finished moving the bodies before breakfast is done?
You're moving it, what, 50 feet away, you said?
At least.
At least. Okay, 50 feet, that many bodies, that many people helping. Yeah, you should be done by the time breakfast is ready.
Okay, then I need to get some spells back while we're waiting on breakfast, so I'm just going to sit down with my spell book at my kitchen table.
Okay. Tell me
Because
the
I own
numbers.
I own this place. I can do that shit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Wait a minute, Double M.
Hmm?
I'm slightly confused. Obviously, he has the plate mail, which is a combination of chain with plate eating on top of that.
Yes.
And he has a great helm.
At Crormy?
Where would you say he
The
got
dwarf.
hit? Borgov has this.
Okay.
Where would you say he would have had to get hit to be paralyzed?
Anywhere. It managed to worm its way and the gel seeps through your armor. That's just how it works. Maybe it struck you in the face. Like, do you want the details? Because I can assign penalties with the details. Your eye is now permanently frozen directly in that thing, and you are now -1 to hit on ranged attacks. Do you want me to get creative here?
Yeah, sometimes it's better just left as is.
Overcomplicating that something already overcomplicated.
33 minutes.
The whole-
Okay, Cromid, you'll still be studying by the time food comes out. By the way,
Hitting
guys, Kazeel
someone-
was out there. He was sniffing at the bodies, but not eating.
Hitting someone that's in full armor, yeah, it's weird and complicated, but like it's left to just be.
Okay, party moves
It
the
makes things
bodies.
10 times easier.
Cromid, you'll get your spells back without encounter. Party, I assume
Okay.
y'all are gonna start eating once the food's ready. Cromid, you'll be done, and there'll still be food for you.
Okay. Put my book away and dig in on the food.
Okay. Party, Cromid's gonna be eating. Y'all have finished up more or less. What are you doing while you wait, if anything?
No. Well,
I
first,
modified my actions.
Okay. Study.
would like
I
to
see.
feed and water
Yes.
his horse.
No, I actually do mean study.
Okay, I heard Vader saying something about water horse.
Okay, Borgo, you're gonna care for your animal?
Mm-hmm.
Good dwarf. Okay. Scorpius number are studying. No. Okay. Cromid, you'll finish your food. What are you doing at that time?
Okay, finished my food. I got all my spells. Everything is put away and in its right place. And I'm noticing, of course, here that Umbra and Scorpius are absent from the common area.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else is here. So I've got Dorez, Borgov, Kasan, Little Baby Graf, Critter. Okay. Study, they said.
Let's see.
The
Pretty
study is after what they do.
No, that's the studying is what they're doing. Then they're actually going to study. Kind
Well,
of
I
a windy day.
suppose- Dungeon Master, I suppose we will wait for them before we decide on our next course of action. But as I've been bringing supplies and lumber and stuff, and we don't have a stable, I guess I'll... you know what? No, I won't do that. I will... Do we have metal spikes here? I'm sure I've got some metal spikes. Again, Dungeon Master, I didn't stipulate all of everything. How many metal spikes do you need, Borgov? thinner the better, and just one. Would a dagger do?
I doubt it.
What are you doing with it?
I'm gonna try to drill a hole in the fang once I finish washing it. You know, to thread.
Oh. So you think an iron spike would work better than a sharp, pointy dagger tip?
Well, it has to go through it, and I wouldn't want to fracture it.
Okay, remember, when we're talking off-world guys, when we're talking metal spikes, think like a railroad spike, not like a big nail.
Yeah, you want like a sewing needle almost.
Okay, so I'll take Borgov and Kasan, since she's pretty much knows where everything has been getting stored, or she's been rearranging it to, because she's running the
My
household
dentist is at
pretty
10
much.
a.m.
And we'll see what we have, because Dungeon
At
Master, again,
9:30,
I
I
said
have a
I
phone
did throw in
call.
that and miscellaneous shit that I think we might need.
I'll allow
So-
it. You have a sewing needle or some shit that should work.
Okay. And at that point, seeing Doris there, while Scorpius and Umbra are studying, and Borgov is doing whatever with the fang and drilling a hole through it, and I assume at this point, Critter and Kasan and the baby are just doing their thing.
Normal daily
will
tasks, yes.
I will help Dorez with his sneakery
Okay.
while we wait on Umbra and Scorpius.
Well, Umbra, Scorpius, y'all will finish up because you weren't going for 2 hours of studying before actual studying, so... At this point, I have, Chrome's getting ready to help Dorez, who was asking Borgov about weapon training, and the two of you finished up with what you were doing.
Yeah, I think they are actually having to do some spell casting and praying.
Alright.
Healing, praying, and more praying.
Okay.
They do have spell spots I need to fix.
So, okay, Dorez, are you practicing your thief skills or weapon skills with Borgov?
Hold on.
Okay, you're doing something for the next half hour, so Chromie, Dorez, you can practice that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you were asking if Dorez was practicing with the weapon?
He had said that he intended to earlier, but okay.
What weapon was that?
Faster sword.
Oop, not on my list. Okay, then yeah, we'll work on his thief skills.
Oh, there's someone here that does the best swords.
Okay, yes, so Umbra, you've started your praying. How long are you going for? What are you praying for?
I'm gonna heal him one time, which would be...
Dice it.
Yeah.
Six points of damage. Okay. Any additional prayers and heal times, let me know in actions. Otherwise, once that's done, I'm going to let the party start advancing through time again.
And I'm going to go pee real quick.
Yep.
Okay, so my time would be within the 2 hours that he's taking. If you want me to actually tell you, I can.
Yeah, just 2 first levels?
2 first levels, a second level, and a third level.
Right. Scorpius, you swear you heard a cat meow.
Oh, I understand. God damn it. Oh, well, that's actually even worse now. Because... I don't know. By the way, the cat meow he hears, is it just him that hears it, or is it just
Golden, your character does not hear a cat's meow.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Son of a bitch.
No, I don't have any devils I want to throw at y'all today. Maybe
Already
a
thrown one.
dinosaur. No, dinosaurs
What?
in
Give
the
him another.
desert.
You gonna give him another? What was it? What does he have? Oh, a carp.
Yeah. Flop, flop, flop.
Give him another one.
Stomp,
Sounds like a good
stomp,
idea.
flop, flop, flop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, these aren't too bad.
Polymorph another T-Rex.
Number appearing. Nah, I don't feel like dinosaurs.
Okay.
Here's the T-Rex.
You know, I was under the impression that
Guys, can we
Polymorphs were
call it
permanent.
for tonight?
You want to call
Can
it
we
tonight?
what?
I have to be up at 10 a.m. for a doctor's appointment for my teeth. I have cavities to be filled.
Okay. Let's quickly advance some time then. Umbra, you'll get your spells and heal up Scorpius. Akroromede and Dorez, you will train. Borgov, you'll thread the needle and so on and so forth, get that done. Scorpius, how much hit points do you need Umbra to heal you for?
6.
6, okay. Umbra, gimme. Your next 2 spells that you do 3 and 3, done. Probably 1 could have
Alright.
done it, but that's the thing. So at this point, I'm allowing you another 30 minutes to pray for them back if you wish. Do you wish?
That would have been still in the time slot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So anyway, point is the 2 hours of studying shall pass, and party, I'm having y'all reconvene for lunch. It's not quite lunch, it's brunch. I don't know. No, not brunch. No, it's too early for brunch. Alright, I'm having y'all figure out what you want to do at this point. Vader, you will find some. Just common thread used for sewing up clothing and shit.
Yeah.
So, party, I do recommend y'all discuss over the week what you plan to do so that we can come into this next session hitting the ground rolling. Because cats and dogs will rain from the sky. Maybe. Depends on if it rains.
Do you want this in action for the round or what?
You can cogitate on this. But I will call session here at this point. It's morning on day 51 in Akroromede's Keep. The party has survived a couple death demons and some other choice fun monsters.
And I got it in time. So, companions, I got some venom from the creatures, and we need to decide if we are going south or other.
By the way, Double M, when did they say that sheath would be ready?
Like a day or 2.
Alright.
What day did you say it was, Dungeon Master?
Day 51.
Thank you.
For posterity, y'all got the funny dreams on day 50. Hey, if y'all
Okay,
want
guys.
something to do, I got something fun I can trigger at any
Yeah,
time.
guys, please don't throw anything more into in-game chat, since I believe Double M's stopping the session now.
But he asked us to
No,
get out what we're going to do for the week.
y'all
Okay.
can do that right now, since that's just conversation. That good with you, Aiden, or do you want to go now?
I mean, I could literally just put what I